Yo, what up, world? It's your boy Elmo, the Universal Humanitarian. You already know who it is. And here today, dropping some live reading for the people, especially the people that commented on my posts about my chart. You know what I'm saying? They live dedicated to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I promise y'all a free reading, so this is it. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes, wait till some people come in. You know what I'm saying? Check in. You know what I'm saying? Comment below if you want to. You know what I'm saying? My contact information is yoshimura918@gmail.com if you want to email me, or if you want to chop it up, want to talk, you can call me at 334-444-1797. And you can like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube, Elmo, the Universal Humanitarian. And if you're feeling gratitude to donate, my cash app is Elmore21. Uh, what up, fam? What up? What up? I'm glad y'all can make it today. You know what I'm saying? Drop a little jewels on y'all today. Uh, y'all can send me your information to my DM so I can have y'all locked in. I think Ashley already did. Yep. Let's go and get right to it. I'm gonna add this information right quick, then we're gonna get to it. Let this play a little bit. At 12 a.m. Yeah, we in hell. Yes, sir. I got the information and we ready to rock and roll. You feel me? Yeah, I got your information. I got you locked in. We're gonna start out with Ashley Thompson first. Let's see what the first one to drop the info. Yes, sir. Let's get it. All right, Ashley. Yes, sir. She got that ascending in Taurus. I'm gonna say Sun in Cancer and Aquarius Moon. Uh, that ascending in Taurus, which the ascendant represent the body, and Taurus represent values and resources. What we value, uh, types of resource. So you got that first house in Taurus with the Venus in what third house in Cancer. So with that ascendant in Taurus, you come off as somebody who very like grounded down to earth. Somebody that really wants security. You know what I'm saying? Want to be secure with your body. You feel me? And Taurus represent food, what we eat, because it also govern the second house. So you got ascendant in Taurus with Venus in the third house. So third house is the way we process information. It represents all the dual parts of our body, like the hands, the arms, the legs, the nose, lip. All dual parts of the body, right? So with the first house ruling the third, uh, you probably like to communicate, or you like to communicate about yourself, like what I'm saying, not like in a selfish way, but like how you can better yourself, how you can feel more secure, more comfort. 'Cause Council gonna represent our safe and security, and it also represent the home. Council represent the home, but it start off in Gemini. You got third house in Gemini, so ascendant in, in Taurus with Venus in the third house in Cancer. So that's a love for family right there. Like you probably think about your fam all the time. Think about your family relationship, how you can find stability for your fam, how you can make money through your own matters. You feel me? Through your own intellectual. Let me see what the moon is. The moon's in the 11th house. Hold up. Let me see what that moon is. I see it's at 0 degree. It got to be you got moon in Pisces right there at 0 degree. So hold up, let me go back to the chart. You got the Senate ruler in the third house of information, how you process information, third house of siblings, third house of family. So your siblings is kind of like your family, and your family. Let me say, and you probably try to find ways to make money to take care of your fam. And it seems like your sibling could stay with you, could Cancer represent the house or the home environment. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, Cancer represent the home environment, right? So you got that first house in Taurus with the ruler in the third. So you like to write. You probably do some type of writing. Probably good with writing. Probably do some with your hands too, cause you got Mercury in there too. You got the first house ruler in the third, and the third house ruler in the third, and the third house ruler in the 11th house Pisces. You probably want to take care of your family because somebody probably wasn't there when you were younger, so that made you like become a leader of the household and make you want to figure out ways to make money on your own instead of try to depend on everybody else. But put a focus on fam because you know what I'm saying. Third house is also what we think about all the time. So you think about learning information about taking care of the fam. You want to be the leader of the fam. You want to make sure that the relationships in your fam be, you know what I'm saying, pleasant. You know what I'm saying. You don't want all that conflict when it comes to the fam like that. Cause probably when you was younger, your fam probably misunderstood you, or they could have been gone. More likely, the father could have been missing. What made you had to step up and play the leadership role of your siblings? She said, "I write poetry and short stories." Actually, I figured that because with Mercury in the third house and the first house ruler in the third house, the first house is you, your whole body. You know what I'm saying, and it also rules the head. So third house rule writing and processing information. So you might be like the brains of the family. You know what I'm saying? I can see where you write that poetry because you got the third house energy opposing Neptune. Neptune in the ninth house. Not that 10th house. You got that opposing Neptune. Neptune represent arts. And you got the sun in the third house. That the fourth house. Let me see. Got that sun in the fourth house. Look like. Yeah. Got that sun in the fourth house. But it still can. No, it ain't. Yeah, it conjunct that Venus. But you got Mercury conjunct Venus, which this applies the same thing with the first house ruler in the third, and you got Mercury conjunct Venus. So it's a major emphasis on your personality dealing with your family. Some way it affected your personality. What made you try to channel that energy into writing and learning more information about ancestors. Family, I'm gonna say Cancer also represent ancestors, the home, and the feminine energy, such as the mother. Let me move on. The second house is Gemini, and you got the second house ruler in the third. So that means you probably can make money by communication, some type of communication, or some way using your hands or your intellectual skills. It could be like an accountant or something like that. That's an accounting aspect. But it's in Cancer, so you could make money at home, like telecommunication at home, because you got it on the zero. It's in the 11th house. Yeah, it look like you making some type of money off the internet, or you know what I'm saying, some type of money using your hands or using your intellectual skill. And Gemini represent the siblings. Also, you value your siblings. You value younger people. You value your intellect. And what else Gemini represent? The community. Let me see. Early education, like elementary and middle school, shit like that. So it's in the second house. Let me see. Yeah, that's how you make money. doing. Let me see. Mercury and Cancer. Yeah, some type of money at home, processing information, some type of way. She said, my family is spaced out and I'm the first in the family to practice evil. The business I plan to do would be working from home as well as making money from my land, which is Cancer. Yup, that right on point right there. Your family probably made you focus on yourself, which made you be the first one in your family to step outside the box. What could have caused some kind of conflict because it's opposing. Let me see. Hold up. Yup, that Mercury is. Oh no, the Mercury in conjunct Jupiter and trine Moon. So yeah, yeah, working from home be like a best bet. You can make money off of that for sure, for sure, and off the land. Cause Venus in third house in Cancer and land probably in your community or your old community that you came from, or land, or probably your mama land or something like that, or just your land. Period. 'Cause, Cancer represent land. Then you got the third house in Gemini. It started in Gemini, and then you got the ruler of that in the third house also. So the first and second rulers are in the third house. So information, siblings, cousins, the community, neighbors, and shit like that. Both of those in the third house. So your personality and what you value, they're going into to the information you learn about your ancestors, and you utilizing that to start your business. I would imagine, and you got the third house also in Cancer, and the ruler of that third house is in 11th house at the 0 degree. Third house is communication, working with the hands. So you can be like like typing and shit online, making money doing that too inside your home. Let me see. Third house Cancer. You think a lot about your family, probably how not to be like your family. You probably think like thinking of ways of researching ways of how to make a better situation for your family, make it a more pleasant relationship with your family and with your siblings, if you have some siblings or your cousins or whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot the degree. You got Mercury at the 8 degree in Cancer. 8 degree gonna be Scorpio degree. What going on with the siblings? It's like or some cousins or some shit like that. Like I don't want to say nothing negative, but I see some shit. But anyway, move forward. You got Mercury at that 8 degree, which is gonna be Scorpio, gonna make you a deep thinker, research, deep researcher too. You're good at researching, especially about ancestors and shit like that. You said, oh, she said I have a lot of siblings. Let me see, Mercury at the 8 degree, and the ruler of Mercury is in. Okay, I see. Okay, all right, bet. Uh, so father had 14. Damn, he been stroking. Yeah, but is there anything in particular I need to know about your siblings? There's let me see. We'll move forward. You got Venus at that 12th degree. Venus in the 12th degree, they're gonna be that Pisces degree. They're gonna be the relationship with your family with kind of distance. They probably always They probably were there, but they wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like parents that probably, you know what I'm saying, drank a lot. To like if my parents drank a lot, he ain't. You know what I'm saying? They probably ain't focusing on me for real, for real. So that can make you feel kind of isolated in your mind frame towards your fam. Yeah. That Mercury in the 12th degree, that's a Pisces degree. That's that poetry degree too, right there. I see where you writing that poetry because you got that Venus at the Pisces degree in the third house of hands. You feel me? You do spoken word poetry too. My mother drinks a lot, and I had to step in. I figured it was something like that to make you take the leadership role of the fam, make you want to provide better way for the family because you seen how your life was. Yeah, spoken word. Yeah, I see that too. Keep doing that because you know what I'm saying. You can benefit off that one day. You know what I'm saying. Maybe go viral because you know you're gonna be deep with it because you got that Mercury in Scorpio. So when you speak, it's gonna be deep as fuck, and people gonna relate. People like me gonna relate anyway because you know I got big Scorpio energy. And let me move forward. I don't want to make this all night like we did last time. Yeah, you got that sun in the fourth. Is that the fourth house? Let me see. I can barely see this. Yup. And you got that sun in the fourth house at the 22 degree. That's like a critical degree. That kind of then in counts. So they kind of like being controlled by the fam when you were young. You know what I'm saying? They probably had you on the, you know what I'm saying, kind of like try to control the way you move or whatever. Try to control your self expression and shit. Or you want to try to control your fam. Like I said, you want to make better situation, living situation for your fam, and you stepped outside the box from the rest of the fam. So that's probably one way you're trying to control that. But say a lot of my poetry is about lesson and personal growth as a coach. Oh yeah, people need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, people need to hear about you know what I'm saying personal growth as a coach for sure, for sure. You know that can help people. You know what I'm saying? Benefit for that. For real, for real. I come from an old Baptist family. Me too. I feel you. I already know what that means. Oh shit. I think I can see that too. But I'm gonna get around to that. Let me see. Yeah, with that sun in the fourth house. Sun in the fourth house, they gonna shine a light on your fam, on your houses, on the house, where the home you stay in. You feel me? Let me see what that sun doing. Opposite Neptune in the tenth. Probably then you got Leo in the fourth. Let me see what Saturn do. Yup, the father probably one there. That was no sin. He probably already traveling from different places. But yeah, the sun represent the father. Then you got Cancer in the fourth house and Leo in the fourth house will represent the father again. And both of those aspecting Jupiter. I'm not Jupiter that. Uranus and Neptune, both of those in retro. Well, it's aspecting. Yeah, Uranus and Neptune and they retrograde. You got that sun at 22 degree of Capricorn once again, which represent the father again. So yeah, the father, he either played a major role in the family or he just wasn't there. I'm thinking he ain't there because he expecting that Neptune with me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that, or if he was there, he probably just gone a lot. And he lives in Louisiana. I see. Yes, sir. No, my father was and offshore driller. Okay, yeah, I see that too. I see that too, fam. Uh, yeah. Let me move forward. Leo in the fourth house. That what made you the leader of the family because your mom was, you know what I'm saying, put the emphasis on you. So, and the father probably was gone. So that made you like the nurturer of your siblings. It, the nurturer of your siblings. Provide money for the siblings. Provide, you know what I'm saying, care, you know what I'm saying, affection. And, let me move on. And the fifth house is in Leo. Is the original house. You feel me? Fifth house is the house of Leo, and it's in Leo. So that way your creativity show no come in. At. You know what I'm saying? You can be a let me see. You can be something. You can be a teacher too. You need to probably start teaching them code or teaching about the evil. That would look like if you don't already do it. But yeah, Leo in the fifth house gonna make you very creative, make you uh very in tune with performance. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna stand out when you perform anyway. So if you do the spoken word, it's gonna stand out. Cause like I said, it's gonna be deep as fuck with that Mercury in that degree. And yeah, your creativity gonna show enough shine. Cause Leo shine wherever he at and wherever the sun at, it shine too. So you shine in the home, you shine when you're doing your creative endeavors. Like whenever you're being creative, like poetry or spoken word, you're gonna shine either way it go. Cause the sun shine, you know what I'm saying? It don't need nobody help to shine. That one thing about the sun. Even if the clouds in front of that bit, it's still gonna shine. So even though you got haters and shit, they can't knock your flow. So you feel me? Keep going. You got this shit. Uh you got also in the field how you got Virgo. So you're very kind of critical about your creativity. Make you skeptical, you know what I'm saying? Make you probably kind of nervous before you do it, but you got it. He said, let me read this. I am the only one that tried to acknowledge all my siblings. I figure that. I figure that. And I do speak to people about Ether all the time. Yeah, you need to like do some. I ain't gonna say classes or just you know what I'm saying. Some you know what I'm talking about. Something like you can do classes if you want to, but you know just teach more people information about that. You know what I'm talking about. But like I said, that Virgo in the fifth house also make you critical of your creativity and your self expression. You might feel like Mercury in the third house in Cancer. You might feel like in your subconscious you be self critical of yourself, but just fuck that, you know what I'm saying, to go out and do it, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to it but to do it. But that also make you very detail oriented when it comes to your creativity and when it comes to children. And this is a house of intelligence. And you got Virgo in the fifth and this ruler in the third. That's another aspect of the poetry and spoken word. With that Virgo and Leo in the field, you need to perform the spoken word. Find you some open mics and stuff like that. Go to. It'll be very, very beneficial for you. And move ahead. You got Mars in fifth house at the 26th degree of Taurus. Mars in the sixth. Yeah, six. My bad. You got Mars in the sixth house, so they're gonna be like, Mars is our energy, our drive. You know what I'm saying? They're like a soldier energy. What we put our ambition toward. You put your ambition toward your day-to-day routine. Sixth house is a house of nutrition. Sixth house is a house of health. It's the house of enemies too, for real. So and it's at 20, is that 26 or 28? 26, which is Taurus, yeah. So money probably Taurus. So you probably get money, but you probably spend it fast, and that can affect your day to day routine. Cause you got that Taurus. I'm gonna say Mars at the money degree of Taurus, and Taurus is what we Taurus rule the second house of what we put in our mouth, like food. So you might need to watch what you eat, Cause six how what? It's the digestion system. You can have inflammation on like around the stomach, or you can have a lot of gas and shit like that if you don't watch what you eat. Mars in the sixth house make you ready for the enemy though. You know what I'm saying? Like you ready for a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Mars in the sixth is a good placement when it comes to dealing with haters and enemies and shit. So you need to use that energy to be like, fuck the haters, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And, Mars in the sixth. Well, Mars they call inflammation. I already know, fam. Yes, sir. Uh, Mars in it. Well, Mars they call inflammation and shit. So and then it's in the house of health. So you gotta watch for that inflammation and see how it's gonna be the digestive system we're dealing with. Let me see how you can get rid of that shit. She said I'm dealing with digestive stuff now, and they don't know what's wrong. It's been years. I'm telling you what it is. You got Mars at that Taurus degree. You gotta watch what you eat on a day-to-day basis, every day. See how it represent daily routines and our habits. Which eating the the bad food can become a bad habit. You feel me? It can have effect on your body. So you really need to watch what you eat. Probably, let me see what Aries and 12. What the hell is some Pisces food? I can't think right now, but I'll get back to that. Just DM me about what you should eat, and I'll get back to you. I just can't think about that right now. But then you got Chiron there that let you know something going on with your health at the 22 degrees of Capricorn. Stone, what they call it? Stone gallbladders. Kidney stone gallbladder. No, it ain't the kidney. It could be because you still got that Libra in the sixth house. But yeah, watch what you eat on a day-to-day basis, fam. Cause wherever that is, it called information. And wherever Mars at, you got the energy to overcome whatever obstacle wherever Mars play. So you said it's your digestive system giving you trouble. You got the energy and the ambition to drive to overcome that shit. Just utilize that Mars energy in the right way. It's in Virgo, so you got to be critical of what you eat. Very self-critical about what you do on day-to-day basis. And you got Libra in the sixth house, represent relationship and the ruler of Venus, and Virgo is in the third house, ruler of sixth house and third. Once you utilize your information you learn or getting information from the ancestors, they can give you answers too about what's going on with your body. Once you utilize the third house energy, the sixth house energy will get better, such as your digestive system in your body. Moving on, got seven house in Scorpio, big Scorpio energy. Well, you got North Node in the sixth house. Yeah, I can't skip the North Node. North Node at the first degree, that's gonna be that Aries degree. You feel me? That North Node in the sixth house, man. You can't here to work on your day-to-day routine, your daily habits, your health, your nutrition. You need to look into herbs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like natural herbs, nutrition, health. So you can't, you know what I'm saying, the direction you headed towards is better than your health. No, that's in the seventh. No, that's in the sixth. The North Node in Scorpio in the sixth house. Yeah. Yeah. You can't hit to better your day-to-day routine, better your habits. So make sure you have a good habit because that's what you headed toward. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's what your life going toward. Because in the past life, you were more focused on self. Because North Node represent this life, South Node represent past life, right? And your past life is in what? First house. So your past life, you more focused on yourself and money. So this life, you gotta focus on, and you probably was very attracted because in Taurus, Taurus is attractive the energy. So this life, you gotta work toward becoming that again by that 1 degree Avery taking the lead, having the drive and ambition towards your daily routines to help through probably working out. You ain't gotta work out, just eat. Watch what you eat. Moving on. You got Pluto in the seventh at the 27 degree of what Gemini. So they're gonna be some kind of abusive, verbal abuse. Look like in relationships. Let me see who they're with. What the Pluto doing? The Moon, the mom, your fam. Some kind of verbal or physical abuse. It might not be because you got that Pluto in retrograde, so it's some internal shit going on. He said gallbladder is part of what they think is wrong. I think so too. Cause yeah, I kind of think so too. I do medical astrology too. I had to do like a whole medical analysis on that to just confirm that. I ain't just gonna go off the top, but it dealing with something like that because it's in Virgo and it's in the sixth house, so that's a double emphasis on that shit. Yes, my mom was physically and verbally abusive. Yup, I see that because you got that Pluto squaring the moon. Pluto is abuse, moon is mother. Then you got that moon at the 0 degree, that like the most potent degree you can have. Like it coming off the inner Aquarius and two Pisces, but it's in the middle of both of them, so it carry both of those energy. It potent as fuck. Yeah, Pluto represent abuse. Then you know what I'm saying. Let me see what other Pluto doing. It's set tiles in that Saturn. Yeah, your mom probably abusive, but your dad probably tried to, you know what I'm saying, was the one that probably calm you down, but he probably wasn't there to take action, you know what I'm saying? What made you feel kind of isolated or kind of like alone? What made you have to stand up for yourself at an early age, probably, even to your fam. Uh, moving on. Let me see. Uh, Jupiter in the eighth house of Sagittarius. uh, Eight houses in Sag, and you got the ruler in the eight. You got the modern day ruler is Jupiter and ancient ruler. Oh yeah, that it is Jupiter. I'm thinking about Pisces. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, Sagittarius, Jupiter and Sagittarius gonna make you very intellectual once again, very smart, very wise, old soul type of energy. You know what I'm saying? You you gather core information like it's none. You know that shit just come to you naturally. You feel me? Because eighth house is the house of occult, hidden things, sex, which fifth house is sex too, but they're more like casual sex. Eighth house is more like relationship sex. So Jupiter, what Jupiter represent? Knowledge, wisdom, uh, long distance travel, and you got that in the eighth house. Sagittarius, Jupiter, and eighth house at the 6 degrees of Virgo. Did you let me see. Yeah, all right. I can see what let me see what that Jupiter doing. That Jupiter is squaring the moon. Square the moon and set time Neptune. Yeah, I can see where your mama was religious, cause But she probably try to use that to have control over you. You know what I'm saying? Try to like beat beliefs in your head and shit. But you see straight through that with that Jupiter and eight. You probably religious too till you came into the occult later on in life. You probably learned about the occult later on in life. Um, Jupiter in the eight gonna be big on research about the cults or research on religion. Period. Cause I think EFI is a religion. Yeah, you probably big on researching your religion. Uh, what else that Jupiter doing? Let me see. It's set down in Neptune and Uranus, and it's in conjunct Mercury. I don't want to say that negative. What was going on with one of your siblings? Something happened to one of your siblings or something? Probably one. Probably might be. Let me see. Mercury at 6 degree Virgo. I don't say like something happened to one of them. Oh, okay, bet. Study genealogy. That what's up? He said it could be anything with sibling. I feel you on that. Either they some thugs out. You probably got some thugged out siblings, or something like that, or something like. Um. Oh yeah, I see what you got siblings like far away. They probably live in another place from you, cause you got that Jupiter and Sagittarius at the Virgo degree. All right, moving on. You got Neptune at 24th degree Pisces. Yeah, I think yeah, Pisces. Pisces. They see you isolating yourself to learn about spirituality. Yeah. Some kind of way you probably isolated yourself and just like research about your spirituality. And it's at the 24th degree of Pisces, which is spirituality and institutions. Let me see what they're doing. Supposing that's the sun. Sun in four. 24 degree gonna be Pisces. And you got Neptune. Okay, I can see what the father was missing. I can see what he was like far away from you. 'Cause, Neptune and that degree gonna represent like far away travel, long distance travel. You got Jupiter. Jupiter like short distance from state to state. Well, like city to city, you know what I'm saying? Like from here to Atlanta, that somewhere that ain't that far, but Neptune gonna be like from here to goddamn Tennessee, like 8 9 hours away type of shit. So I can see where your father was away from you because you got that moon opposite Neptune at the Pisces degree, which means away or lost. And it also mean it represent institution like jail and shit like that. Father could have went to jail or some shit for a minute, but I don't want to say no negative shit. But I just see he just been away for a minute. He was far away from you because you got that opposing just sun in the fourth away from home. My youngest sibling is autistic. Oh, that what going on? Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. So, all my dad kids are in Louisiana. Yup. The sun represent kid, and Jupiter represent kid. The sun and Jupiter is in traveling signs. Well, you got a traveling planet on this one with opposite Neptune, and you got the Jupiter in traveling sign Sagittarius. So they're gonna show that your father and his kids are kind of distant from you too, or a long distance from you. Father wasn't there at all. Yes, okay. That was well, that ain't what's up. But I see that mine wasn't either. So what don't kill you only make you strong. Moving on. You got that moon in the 11th house in Pisces. Moon in Pisces make you very intuitive. See, I don't do like most astrologers. They be like, you got the moon in Pisces. You're very intuitive. You are very spiritual bullshit. I try to break down your whole lifestyle in it, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Break it down like a pound. But anyway, that moon in Pisces gonna make you very in tune with the universe. You know what I'm saying? You're in tune with the collective conscious, and it's in the 11th house. So you in tune. You have a download from the collective consciousness. Sometimes you might be feeling the way, but it probably don't even be you. You feeling the weight of the collective consciousness through all them downloads, which overwhelm you sometimes, have you emotional, and you wonder why I'm so emotional. But it really just the energy of the collective. Then you got the sun and Cancer, which is subconscious and ancestors. So you got subconscious energy and you got the collective energy. So you tapped in like a mug to the universe. You got to utilize that energy. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Learn how to decipher that shit because it can overwhelm you at times. That sun in Pisces, they're gonna be the mother. I'm gonna say the moon in Pisces, they can be the mother drinking problem right there. Pisces represents drugs and alcohol. Then you got it the most potent degree. So that show where the mother was on some alcohols or drugs, some type of shit like that. Uh, what else? The moon in Pisces. The moon also represent the women body to me in my experience. You know what I'm saying? Some people astrologers think different, but I just go from my experience of how I read charts. The moon represents the woman body of the chart. So you need to be on the internet. You can do your spoken word on live too, you know what I'm saying, through the internet. That's what that show too. Cause you got the moon in the 11th house and you got Cancer in the third house and Mercury in the third house. And people probably pay you for it because you got Venus conjunct Mercury. The moon in Pisces. Pisces represent Pisces represent spirituality. That's why you more spiritual than religious. But you probably grew up in a religious mind frame, but you grew up out of that shit because you telling stuff you upgrade with the collective, or you help the collective upgrade through your information and knowledge you learn from your ancestors. And finally, you got Saturn and Pisces in the 12th house, which show again the father misses. Father a long distance away. And you got that at the what? Taurus degree. Nah, 24th degree gonna be the Pisces degree. Yeah, the father missing again. I know it sounds like I'm repeating a lot of stuff, but that's what a chart's supposed to do. It's supposed to repeat itself all the way around. If it's astrologer not doing that, then they ain't a good astrologer to me. It's supposed to be repeating things around. Um, anyway, that Saturn's in retrograde, so you can make money doing your spiritual stuff, and it's at 24 degrees of Pisces, of spirituality. You can start like a spiritual business, or you could work in an institution, like being a jeweler, being like a what they call that shit, jailer or some shit, or you can work in a hospital. You can work in like DHR, health field. So I'm gonna say like anything institutional wise. You feel me? You can start like a business. And you can start like a, or you can start like a some kind of business that creative dealing with arts and music. Yeah, dealing with arts and music and something like that. You probably write music too. But yeah, you could wherever Saturn's at. That's what I was telling somebody yesterday. Wherever Saturn at, where you can start a business, where you can, but it's gonna take time. You know, Saturn's all about patience and hard work. You're gonna have to work hard for it. Yeah, I see that too. Yeah, you probably can get paid for writing other people's music. Look into that. You know, there's plenty of money and write for people. If you need help with that, just holler at me, cause I write too. And finally, you got Aries in the 12th. This gonna be like I said about that Virgo energy, make you critical of your creativity. But it's a need for you to take lead and take action. You got the ruler of the sixth. I'm gonna say ruler of the 12th house and the sixth. So daily, you taking action daily on your spirituality. You probably take that evil shit serious. You probably pray or give offerings every day to the ancestors. And with that Aries in the 12th, it gonna be hard for you to take action because whatever in the 12th, it suppresses that energy. So and Mars is the planet of energy. Aries is the planet of energy. Energy, you feel me? So it might be suppressed, but you gotta utilize that Mars energy. Utilize the sun energy, bring out that Mars energy. Because Mars listens to the sun. So you gotta utilize your subconscious and your home lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? You that shit that motivation and that'll make you wanna do it. And that's a wrap, man. That's a wrap, fam. Been on here about an hour. What's that bet? Link with me. I got you. I got you. I try to learn something every day. I'm supposed to be a priestess. Yeah, what's up? You are. you know, the third house, the Venus, I'm gonna say Venus and Mercury in the third house make you a high priestess already. You already that. You ain't gotta be nothing. You already that. You just gotta embody that energy. But I'm gonna get with you later. I'm gonna move to the next one. I gotta go to work tomorrow. I can't. Last time I was on that motherfucker for 4 hours. I can't do that tonight. But yeah. Let me know if you like that reading. You know what I'm saying? If you related to it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. That's a wrap for that one. We on to the next one. Yeah, let me know if you feeling that reading, man. You know what I'm saying? Did I get deep down in your soul with that motherfucker? Let me play a little music. Give me a little time while I put the information in real quick. Oh, I made it beat by the way. You already know what time it is. Shy, up. 100 fam, 100. That what's up. That what's up. You already know how we rocking over here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't playing no games. I don't let folk touch my chart, but they told me to, so I did. They know who you fucking with. You fucking with a guy, right? The real team. This. I appreciate you stopping by and showing the kids some love. You know what I'm talking about. Now we on to the next one. Yes, sir. We back at it. All right. You got the Ascendant in Gemini. You got the Sun in Gemini, the Moon in what? Aquarius. Let me check it. Make sure. I appreciate the love, fam. Let me see. Yeah, got that Moon in the critical degree. Mm. All right, let's get this shit pop. You got the Ascendant in Gemini, Sun in Gemini, Moon in Aquarius. got the ascendant in Gemini, right? And then you got the ruler. What a ruler at? What Mercury? Oh, Mercury in the first house. In Cancer. You got the ascendant at 28 degree, which is Cancer, yeah. And you got the ruler of Gemini in the first house of the body and the head. So, what that mean? You got the Senate in Gemini represent siblings, cousins, early education like elementary, middle school, shit like that. Uh, the neighborhood, neighbors, um, the way you process information, uh, communication, and writing. So you, the Senate, write what? Um, Pisces. Like you doing a little poetry too. That Mercury at the 12th. But I'm finna see though. Um, you got the Senate in Gemini, ruler in the first house. So you got the first house ruler in the first house, and Cancer. And you got the Senate at the Cancer degree, and you got Mercury at 12 in Cancer. What Aquarius? All right, let's get it. Yeah, you got Senate ruler in the first house gonna be a major emphasis on how you process information. You want to do. You probably want to learn all the information on your own versus learning what your family taught you or what your family taught you at an early age. You know how most family come up in religion. Let me see where your Jupiter is. Yep. You probably got a religious family, but you probably steered away from that and just research on your own about ancestors too. They kind of their chart kind of similar to her chart, the lad chart. But you like to do research. You very let me see what that. You like to talk about your feelings. You like to talk about your fam. You like or you think about your fam all the time and how it affects you personally and how you probably research about ancestors. It's a good aspect for researching about real estate. Doing like let me see, you got that Mercury at the 12th. That gonna be the Pisces degree. They kind of like write some poetry too, writing, writing something to the ancestors, writing or speaking to the ancestors. Uh, Mercury at the 12th degree makes you have like a spiritual mind frame. You're very spiritual minded. You think about the spiritual all the time. Probably. Let me see what's going on with it. You got the ascendant ruler in first house and council, and the council ruler is in the ninth house. And it seems like something going on with your mom too. Let me see. Seem like let me process the information. It take me a minute to get started. You know, I gotta get in sync with it. It seems like you communicate or you write or you think about your family and how it affected you. How you let me see. Yeah, how it affected you not only mentally but physically. Whatever went on in your family affected the way you show up in the world, or the way your body. Something dealing with the body. Let me see what it is. Yep, kind of made you rebel against the family. Probably more likely than the mother, cause you got that Aquarian moon. The mother probably would detach, and it conjunct Saturn. The mother probably would detach and strict as fuck, which made you have probably conflicts with the mother, or just family period. Because you got Senate ruler in the first, and you got the first house ruler in the ninth house, and that's a critical degree. So something going on with the mom and the fam. Aquarius, that's a rebel. Some made you rebel against the fam. Whatever they did, it affected your personality, which made you want to be a leader of your sibling too. You wanted to be kind of like lead and make money, because the second house is in council. That's money. You can make money from home too, also, because you got second house and council and the ruler of the second house and the ninth house. You can make money teaching. About like her chart too. You can make money teaching about the occult, teaching about mm, philosophy, beliefs and shit like that. On contrary, hell, you gotta excuse. Let me see what you wrote. I do a lot of writing of different kinds. I don't do a lot of speaking, but I get complimented on my voice a lot. I do readings. My mother was absent, raised by my dad. Oh, I see that too. That what affected your personality. Cause you got the first house Cancer, and then you got Mercury in the 12th degree. Then you got that moon at the 29th degree of what that is, Leo. So she probably left when you was a child, right? Um, nah, you ain't doing no spoken word. You're a good debater though with that Mars in the third. Now I don't see spoken word with you, but I see you writing though, like writing to the ancestors about. Let me see about what. Yeah, you might like write like stuff down to program your subconscious. Council gonna represent that subconscious. It represent the family, represent the mother. Then, oh, I see what she was missing. You got that Mercury in Cancer opposite Neptune and 20 degree. Damn, in the eighth house. I don't want to say negative shit. I don't like to get too deep with but I kind of see what's going on with the mother though. Yeah, I see that. But yeah. Anyway, I see that too, bro. She said I was taken away from her by the system before I was a year old. I see that because you got that Mercury opposite Neptune mean taken away. Conjunct Uranus means sudden loss, and it's in Capricorn system. So that means as a child you was taken away from your mother, and that affected your whole personality. Made you probably channel that energy towards ancestors, programming your subconscious. If you ain't programming your subconscious, that's something you need to work on. Uh, yeah, moving on. You got Cancer in the second house of money and resources. So the home, you can make money from home. Your resources are home. Probably be interested in making money from real estate or land, or I can't think without four house here right now. Four house ancestor land, the family. Let me see. Second house rules and ninth house control. You could start like a family business, you know, if you still got fam with you. But yeah, you can make money from home for sure because you got the second house and council, and that ruler of council is in ninth house of Aquarius. Online, making money online, doing occults. Because the eighth and the ninth house is occult for real. But the ninth house is more like spirituality. The father could have been like more religious. He probably was like I don't know. Let me see. He could have been religious, or he could have been already on the spiritual. Cause it's in Pisces, so it's kind of hard to tell. Let me see. But he probably you got that sun in 12th house. With that sun in 12th house, Saturn in the ninth. Let me see. Saturn at the 0 degree, so it's in the ninth and the 10th house for real. So the father could have been gone too from for working and shit. You gotta go to work, make money. So that probably left you isolated, left you in the crib by yourself a lot. Let me see. The sun in the 12th house also put an effect. Well, we'll get to the 12th house. I'm gonna go around first. Yeah, you're making money from the crib. You're making money on your own because you got Leo there. You your own type of money maker. You know what I'm saying? You create your own revenue, and you kind of like the leader of your family right now. Like you had to become a leader because second house represents the family also, and you got Leo in there. So as a child, you learn to be a leader, take lead. You know what I'm saying? Leo's a self-aware, self-doing. You know what I'm saying? Self-made, self-paid. That's what I see on here. Self-made and self-paid. But you were forced to do that because you were taken away from the mom at an early age, which is at Mercury at 12th degree. Mercury represents the first six houses still our body. You know what I'm saying? Us. So that's you being taken away at that 12th degree of Pisces. You probably moved too with your. You probably moved away after that with your father. I'm assuming. Uh, Leo in the third house in Mars conjunct Chiron at the what 19th degree, which is gonna be Libra degree. Uh, let me see. Oh, your father went to prison. Let me see. Can I see that? Yep. Sun in 12th house. Sun represent father. 12th house represent prison, and it conjunct Neptune represent prison at 20 Scorpio. I think that my bro Motel coming in. Let me see. Yes, sir. What up, fam?
Peace, peace, peace. Pana tapa ma Uncle Sajero, Pajasanab, Ube and Nefi Cap on the Buru, my auntie to everyone.
Yes, sir. Can you introduce yourself to the fam?
No problem. Anuk Ramatef Queb, I'm Ramatef Queb. You can find me on Facebook as Ramatef Queb. You can find me on Instagram as Ramatef underscore Queb. Also, check out the website, maatraya.org, the DNA and DNA. I'm a practitioner of divinations, and I'm here to join in the conversation.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna carry on with it reading right quick. Uh, she said her father went to prison, so I can see that with that son. With that son at 19. But I'm gonna get around to that. Hey, don't tell me nothing, cause that people gonna feel like I'm cheating. I want to tell you everything about yourself, so don't tell me nothing unless I ask you. You know what I'm saying? I want to figure it out on my own. That would make me better. You feel me? If I figure out like deep desires and secret on my own. But I appreciate you acknowledging me though. But if you can hold out, please do. But with that Mars and Leo conjunct Chiron. This is gonna be. You got that Leo. I'm gonna say. Let me go with Chiron first. Chiron in the 19th degree of Libra, which represents relationship. Leo represents the father. So it was a wounds related around the father figure would cause conflict, which is Mars. What made you want to control your environment, makes you want to be in control of your environment. And with that Mars in the third, don't hurt nobody, girl. You got some fast hands on you now. I know you got no hands. But you been taking self-defense classes. I know you ready. But um Mars in the third make you a great thinker, fast thinker. You get information fast, you know what I'm saying? Make you a great debater, like, you know what I'm saying? I got Mars in the third house. You know what I'm saying? Hard to beat me in a debate, you know what I'm saying? I'm the master debater. That's what I call that shit. I'm the master at debate. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you good at it too, cause you got it in Leo. But more like in your chart, you're gonna be like dealing with wounds connected to your fam. Cause you got Leo, the father, and its opposite Saturn, which is the father, conjunct Moon, which is the mother, dealing with the father and mother. So that probably made you know like very impulsive when it comes to thinking like you know what I'm saying. You probably think like shit, well, you know what I'm saying. Life fucked up, you know what I'm saying. Why I gotta go through this shit? That what Mars do, you know what I'm saying. Mars make you constantly think like you need mental stimulation at all time. Like you need to challenge the brain. You know what I'm saying? Your brain need to be challenged at all time. You need to stimulate the brain. And Mars in the third, creativity. That what you writing. Right, you probably write music too. Look like it. With that third, you got that Mars at 22nd degree of Capricorn, which is father again. Conflict with father as a child, which fuck with your mind. You know what I'm saying? The situation you've been through fuck with your mind. 'Cause I got Mars in third, so my mind kind of fucked up. But it's a daily progress working on it. But you got that Capricorn degree 22 control, be control. But you want to take control of your environment by leading the situation. You want to be the leader of your environment. You want to create endeavors quick, fast. Mars in third can be like that gangster aspect for real. Mars in third, big gang gang. Uh, so try to stay out of trouble, fam. Uh, Mars in third, good for processing information. Like you know what I'm saying. It's an ADHD aspect too, cause your mind always moving, always thinking about something. Like you can be talking to somebody thinking about something else. That's that ADD shit. That's why I be moving so much on my lives and shit. I can't be still. It's a can't be still aspect right here. And the third house represent uh our environment, represent the hands. So you probably good with your hands. You probably play some type of sport dealing with the hands. I imagine basketball. But let me see. I had to look at the whole chart for that. But you're very competitive with your hands. I know you write poetry, but it's something else you're doing with your hand too. You ain't laying them hands on somebody. Don't put your hands on. Don't do it. Don't do it, fam. Don't knock her out, fam. Because you can do it with one punch. Fast it like that. Uh, Mars in the third, make it good with. Well, make it good. Make you have conflict with your cousins and shit. You probably always got to fight with your cousin, or you probably always got to fight in the neighborhood. Look like it. Not always got to fight, but you probably got fighting in the neighborhood. Some shit. I got always having conflict when it comes to your neighborhood or your cousins or your siblings. If you have any siblings, it's at the Capricorn degree. So Mars in the third, what Mars aspect in the fifth house. That show another emphasis on the conflict as a child. And Scorpio representing grandmom too, grandparents. From my understanding, yeah, you got Mars in the third. Let me see what else I want to say about that Mars in the third. Mars in the third in Leo, and you got the ruler of Leo in the 12th degree. I'm not 12th, but in the 12th house. Yup, I see where this another aspect where your father in prison or went to prison. Because you got Mars and Leo represent the father in your early childhood, and the rulers in the 12th house of institution. It's at 19th degree of Libra. So that was by him being in there, you probably communicate. Well, you probably look. Let me see. You probably write. You probably wrote. You know what I'm saying? You should write to him if he were in there long enough for you to be old enough to write. Let me check this. The six. Uh, Moving on. You got Virgo in the fourth house will make you critical of your family. You know what I'm saying? You might be hard on yourself when it comes to family, but like I told the other girl, what don't kill her make her stronger. You know what I'm saying? We built for this shit. We built for it tough. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep that mind frame. And whenever you're feeling down, you gotta start working out. Cause it look like you very competitive, so I don't think you got a problem working out. Cause you got the first high ruler in the first in Cancer. You got the Cancer moon in Aquarius. Then you got the Leo Sun, Mars, and with Aries in the 11th house. You probably do watch online video. You probably already do that. Watch online exercise videos, something like that. Uh, Let me see. Yeah, Virgo in the fourth house make a critical family. You know what I'm saying? Like self-critical. You know what I'm saying? Criticism coming from the fam. And probably they like the way you speak, how you think, because you speak your mind. Cause third house represent communication. The third and the second house represent communication. Uh, you speak your mind, and your family probably self-critical. Critical about that. You know what I'm saying? Probably think you to get you in trouble. and you got Jupiter in the fourth at the fourth degree. Uh, Jupiter in the fourth house gonna be like a religious family. Your grandma probably religious. She probably very religious. But it's in Libra. But Jupiter represent religion, and it's in the fourth house of fam. So the fam has some kind of religion going on. Religion, like it's gonna be like a distant relationship too. Jupiter represent like long distance, and Libra represent relationship. So you had like a long distant relationship with somebody in the family, more likely the father, because it's trying that Mars. You got that Sun trying Mars in the third. You probably you should write your father in jail. Did you used to write your father in jail?
So I was wondering if they like what side of the family is either teachers, military, or something in business. Like because one of her family, I want to say it's probably her mother's side that's um a little bit successful than the father. Father side is like dealing with a lot of different always being watchful or how you say being overprotective.
Right,
And that side where her mother's side is more so the ones that is always striving for something or like we got to be the best of the best type of family.
right. I see that too. With that Virgo in the fourth.
Yeah, that Virgo Leo on the fourth type thing.
Mm-hmm. And, Jupiter in the fourth gonna be like a distant family too, cause you got the Jupiter in the fourth at the fourth degree of family.
Hmm.
Jupiter is the ruler of Sag and Pisces, will represent long distance travel. So you and your fam probably traveled a lot. Oh, let me see. Not a lot, but you probably had to travel. You probably rode with your fam a lot. Cause Jupiter represents short travel, not short travel like state to state or within a couple hour type of travel. And you got moving on. You got she said I did and visit. Oh, you did right. Your pop. Mom's side is really big, so there's a mixture. Dad's side is small. So I spent my childhood in church. I can see that.
And grandma
It's,
probably had you in
she said
church
her
like that.
dad was in the military, and her dad was in the military, and I did travel to see him at times. So yeah, you spot on, Ra. Said also my great grandma we visit often. So you did a lot of travel. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, grandma was definitely a big part of your life, big time.
Right, right. I can see that that you travel with your family a lot because you got Jupiter, the sign of travel. Not long distance travel like country across the country, but like state to state travel, a couple hour travel because it's in fourth degree of family. So that's traveling with fam to establish a relationship, which is Libra, to create a balance in your life because you need to see your father. And, moving on, you got what Libra in the fifth house. This is a relationship. Libra represent relationship and balance, and Libra is a very intellectual sign. You know what I'm saying? Like very you got intellectual creativity. You know what I'm saying? The way you create things, you very smart about that. You know what I'm saying? The way you self use your self expression. Then you got Scorpio in there. You know what I'm saying? You get deep when it comes to your creativity. You probably create a coat. Let me see. You might if you haven't created no tarot card. That's a good aspect to create like tarot card because you got You got that Libra and Scorpio in the fifth house. Then you got the ruler of the fifth house in the sixth house. And you got the ruler. I'm gonna say ruler Scorpio in the sixth, ruler of Venus. I'm gonna say Libra in the 11th. And oh nah, damn, I thought that Pluto was in the fifth house, but it's in the sixth. Nah, my bad. Never mind about that. But you get deep when it comes to your creativity. When it comes to you being romantic, you want to be deep with your partner. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to having like casual sex, you want it to be deep and intimate as possible. No,
Hmm.
Scorpio kind of clingy. They like to hold on to people. So, and most people probably disappointed you because you probably like, we done had sex and now I want to be the girlfriend type aspect right here. And then you cuss their ass out with that Mars in the third. You might fight, but
It's almost like a person with what they call unconventional unconventional type of relationship type of person. I mean, she's like more so chilled back. She's one of them type of people that chill back. Most of the time, she's always being invited to stuff. If you know, if she's up for it, she's definitely good for a good dance. She definitely likes to show herself a lot. She definitely is a very what you call a fixed person. Very set in their ways, stubborn
yeah,
at times. Definitely very intelligent when it comes to those conversations. Very powerful when it comes to the type of people that she attracts. She's another one that got that gift of gab too. But
yeah.
that moon is the one that kind of like gets her in the odds, puts her in the odds really. Like her moon is definitely a tough one because she got that aspect with it being in the eighth house. I think that's the eighth house.
I think that a night. Yeah, opposite Mars. That was gonna make it tough.
Okay, I see it now. Yeah, she got that. Yeah, that's a big one between communicating and writing well, not necessarily writing her ideas, but expressing them a lot better. She's
Hmm.
she's very direct with it, but she's very picky at times, but not so much. And then her biggest issue from what I'm seeing is her the way that she values her friends. That's where I see like she's very how you say possessive,
Hmm.
but not like in a bad way, but like very possessive in the zone when it comes to her people. Like if they're hers, if she claims them as hers, ain't no getting around it.
Right. Uh, what was I?
You know, going. I
Pluto.
think it was in six. Yeah,
Yeah,
was that
Pluto
the
in the
sixth?
sixth house. Yep, Pluto in the sixth house is going to be what Pluto represent. Pluto represent other people money, transformation. So that's some type of transformation dealing with your day to day routine, which I can see that by you losing your parents or your parents being taken away from you made you had to transform your whole daily routine as even as a young. You got that Pluto at 23rd degree of Aquarius, and Pluto of Aquarius is gonna be dealing with other people money on the internet, kind of like crypto or some shit like that. But it's in Scorpio. But
Makes you wonder if she do real estate. If she into not necessarily real estate, but makes you wonder if she's doing real estate or being more so in the field of possibly modeling, music, and just basically more so just how you say what's that thing called uh something with the internet. I can't think of the term that they use for it, but it's like
virtual land,
yeah,
like the metaverse and shit like that.
yeah, in that realm, like she does definitely has the ability to
Yeah.
capitalize in the on the internet shop for sure.
Hmm.
Definitely with that Saturn being up there too, next to our moon.
Yep. Pluto at 23rd degree. Uh, yeah, that's the Aquarius degree. So it's a big emphasis on your day-to-day routine with friends. Most likely a female friend. Like you probably have a lot of conflict when it comes to friends. Cause you probably don't get along with women too well for real, for real. That would it seemed like to me. Cause you got that Pluto square your moon, what makes you have intense emotion. Now, I can see why, cause you've been through so much shit. You feel like everybody faking shit, ain't nobody being real to you. 'Cause Pluto wanna kick it with real motherfuckers, no fake shit. Nobody trying to hide shit, and you probably face that them type of people daily on a day-to-day basis. Well, it's a need for you. Pluto is about control too. If you need for you to control your daily habits, you know what I'm saying. Make sure you taking your health seriously, especially your sexual health, because Pluto represent sex. Sixth house is health. So wherever Pluto at, you're gonna have a transformation there. So beware of what you who you hang around and who you be around and what you do on a day-to-day basis, because it can affect your health. And you got North Node and six at the 12th degree of Pisces. You're here to establish your day-to-day routine. You're here to establish a belief, because Sagittarius rules our beliefs. You're here to find your belief, and it's at 12 degrees of Pisces, which is establish your belief in the spirituality. 'Cause I know you probably bypassed. You probably started off establish your belief in Christianity, but now you elevated and you can see through all that because you got Mercury in the first. They're gonna make you big on finding information. You got that Mars in the third. They're gonna make you big on information. You got um, Jupiter in the first. Was Jupiter in the ninth house represent God or your higher self? Your higher self is when you can channel your higher self when you at home. When you got to be four house represent safe and security. Like when you're at home with the door locked, you feel safe and secure. So when you feel safe and secure, that's when you channel your higher self. And the North Node is what direction we headed towards. You headed towards taking care of your body because the body got to deal with your health. You here to lean toward nutrition. Like you can be a herbalist. You you're here to focus on your spirituality and your belief, and you're here to travel. Because Sagittarius rules travel. Right? Sagittarius rules higher education as well. If you ain't, let me see how you been in school.
Yeah, she's push. She got to push to be
It
on
look like you've
do
been in
things on
school.
her own.
It
Yeah,
look
she
like
got
you want to go to school.
to.
I'm gonna go around the chart right quick. Then I'm gonna let you get the flow. Cause I need to take a break.
No doubt, no doubt.
All right. Uh, yeah. Like I said, you need you came here to focus on your day to day routine. Even though in school you probably have problems because Leo represent education as well, and um, Jupiter represent education. You got it in conjunct Venus, so you probably went to school, but it probably didn't finish or whatever. Or if you didn't go to school, you probably plan on going to school and finishing it. But North Node and Sagittarius, you came here to find your belief, and your belief gonna be the 12th degree spirituality. You came here to travel. You came here to be a higher being, a higher self. And you got that square in the MC. You got no, that Pluto. Yeah, and you got North Node and six. I mean, I got the North Node and six also. North Node and six is like having Rahu. I'm gonna say like having Aries or Mars and six. You any challenge you face, you can overcome any obstacle. You can overcome that obstacle. Rahu is in a comfortable place in the sixth house. And you got the South Node in the 12th house. So your past life, you probably been like isolated. Or you could have been super spiritual with, like super spiritual people are isolated also. But you're here to stand out this time and be spiritual. You're here to travel with that shit. You're here to teach too. Not necessarily. Well, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, yeah. You probably can teach some online classes or something like that because you got Rahu in the six. The ruler of the six is in the fourth house of Libra, which is teaching from home. Then you got the ruler of Libra in the 11th house on the internet. So you here to channel your higher self. You can teach from home and make money from off the internet. Because you got Venus in the 11th house at the third degree of teaching and research and knowledge and information. Uh, moving on. You got Neptune in the eighth conjunct Uranus. This sudden change of spirituality. You got Neptune at the 20th degree of Scorpio, would make you isolated. I ain't gonna say it like that, but it make you like let me see, a deep a deep spiritualist. Like you get deep with the spiritual shit. You know what I'm saying? You channel information deeply, and it's opposing your first house, which is you. So you channel information rapidly, like it come real fast. Cause they Uranus is a fast energy, like sudden, like shocking. So some shocking that happened would cause you to isolate what you said you were taking as a child. So I can see that too. And you got Uranus at 21st degree of 21st degree is Sag. Yeah. Yeah. 21st degree of Sagittarius. And Uranus is rebel. So he probably rebelled against your old beliefs, which made you want to research about the occult. And you rebel. Oh yeah, you got Neptune and Uranus in Capricorn. So you rebelled against the system. You're a rebel against the system. And it's in that Sagittarius degree because they had to make you move. They made you travel. They made you um Sagittarius is father too, because Sagittarius ruler is Jupiter, represent father also. Jupiter, Saturn, and the Sun represent father. To me, anyway. So by them doing that to your father, it made you rebel against the system, against the government. You're a natural rebel when it comes to government. And move on. Moon in the ninth house at that critical degree of Aquarius. That showed that the mom was kind of detached or gone. The mom was ninth house represent travel again. The mom probably was like far away, not probably another country, but like different states and stuff. Uh, you said like an influencer. Yeah, you can be like yeah, I see that too. You being an influencer because you got it don't have to be something spiritual too though. Like because you got the ruler of the third house Leo in the 12th, the ruler of the ascendant in the first. So that information coming from you. Are you speaking? Are you writing? Then you got the ruler of Sagittarius in the fourth. They're gonna be home in the house. Yeah, they can be an influencer too, like a spiritual influencer. And you got Venus in 11th house. Yeah, making money from the internet. And you got Taurus in there too. And what else he said? I don't have a lot of conflict when I'm very picky with my energy. I feel you. All right. Let's go on around real quick. You got that moon conjunct Saturn will make you kind of hard to feel at times. You know what I'm saying? Kind of hard to express your emotion because the Saturn restrain whatever it touch. You feel me? But you got it retrograde, so it restrained your inner emotional side or your inner subconscious. But moon conjunct Saturn period gonna be like hard to express one emotion, make you like hard to feel. I ain't saying that you ain't got no feeling, but when it comes to expressing them, you're gonna be kind of hard because it conjunct that Saturn, and then one on the moon is at the critical degree gonna cause trouble with your emotion anyway. But I can see from all the stuff you've been through, you feel like why express myself to you? Everybody I try to do that, they either don't understand or they never can relate. So I understand that. But moon conjunct Saturn makes somebody disciplined, subconscious, disciplined, emotion, and over time make you a master of your emotions. Because wherever Saturn at, is where you're a master. And you got Saturn at the 0 degrees of Pisces. I think that Pisces. Let me see. Yup, 0 degrees of Pisces. You got that Saturn at the 0 degree Pisces, right? Uh, wherever Saturn at, where you can start your business. The 0 degrees, I call it. You know what I'm saying? It hold both energy. It hold Aquarius energy and it hold the Pisces energy. So you can have a business online doing spirituality or doing like whatever arts, creative arts you do, cause you very creative and competitive with that Leo Mars. So I see like a spiritual influence because you got that 0 degree Saturn at Aquarius and Pisces. That's a online spiritual business. Then you got Pisces in the 10th house of career. It's a spiritual career or working inside an institution like hospital, jail, prison, jails, DHR, shit like that. So you can have a career in like those field too. And let me see, you got Aries in here. Yeah, you gonna have your own career. You gonna like starting a business. It's like having a business, your own business, making money on your own from home, most likely. And you got Aries in the 11th house of networking and gains. You gain when you take the lead. When you start being self-driven, self-motivated, being ambitious, being courageous. You already courageous as fuck because you got the Mars in the third house. Um, yeah, but once you be courageous and shit like that, you'll find your friends. You know what I'm saying? Once you be afraid, step out of this moon conjunct Saturn box. You'll connect with more friends, and it'll be more pleasant because you got Taurus in here. You got Taurus and Venus in the 11th house, which represent you make money off of you can make money online off of the information you present. The third house is information, right? You make money online from the information you present. I used to work in a prison. I can see that. I can see that. Uh, I can see that. Well, I'm gonna say this. I've been in jail a lot of time. I ain't never been in prison. I ain't never going. You know what I'm saying? But I've been in jail. People that go, you know what I'm saying, work in the prison and work in the jail, they locked up too until they get off of work. So if you don't mind being isolated, well, I can see that too. You probably really don't mind being isolated. with that sun in 12. But you got that Aquarius moon. You want your freedom too. So I don't think they're gonna really work. I mean, you can make it work, but I think the Aquarius moon gonna want freedom. They ain't gonna want to be behind no cage for 12 hours. That's probably why you start working. But you make money online, presenting your information, cause you got that Venus and your resources come from online. This a crypto aspect too. You need to see what you can do, like making ways to make money online. I know it, Venus and Taurus, yeah, it's that crypto aspect, and it's in Gemini. So you make money online, uh, have communicating and speaking and writing about spirituality, or just speaking about your lifestyle. Cause let me see, because the ruler of Aries is in what, third house. Yeah, you're gonna make money when you present your information to the people, which is 11th house. Start you a group, a Facebook group page, and present the information and they gonna pay you because you're gonna be accurate as fuck because you got that Jupiter in the fourth, North Node in Sag, Neptune in the eighth, and Mars in the third, and the Sun in the 12th. So you got all occult aspects on this motherfucker. You tapped in with the divine, like I said. You got the Sun in the 12th in Gemini. The Sun in the 12th house, anything in the 12th house, it suppresses that energy. So don't be afraid to express yourself. You know what I'm saying? Use that Mars energy in the third house, and that Aries in the 11th house. Take the lead. And you got that Sun at the 19th degree, which is Libra degree. It's the relationship with the father, and they show where you used to write your father in jail, because it Sun at 19th degree in conjunct Neptune, father, Gemini writing, Neptune in prison. But it could have been a sun change to make you start writing with that conjunct with Uranus. All right, I'm finished. You can step in now. Rob Motel.
Yeah, but see,
Yeah, I feel you with that Aquarius moon. Then you got Uranus and Capricorn. You bucking against the system anyway. You ain't
mm-hmm,
agreeing with that shit anyway. You got different mind frame.
cause she got that Saturn retrograde, she got Pluto retrograde, Neptune retrograde, and Uranus in retrograde. She born with a lot of retrograde planets,
Right, right.
and then coming up on a
Peace, man.
probably already had their solar return, not solar return, but coming up on a Saturn return too.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
It gonna get better after that Saturn return.
Mm-hmm.
Like she gonna
Cause a lot,
start
because I'm
progressing.
looking at where the stuff is at now, and like like those from before, her herself, she's also going through an outer transformation. Like a lot of her outside world is definitely changing in a lot of different ways. From career, wanting to do with her monies, want to think about like moving, experiencing new things, possibly um, upgrading, mental upgrades. She has a lot of power in that 10th house for sure because of that part of fortune. And then she also got that, what's that? That's her Lilith up there too. Yeah. And then with her having that Lilith in the 10th house, that's a kind of a deep part of it. And then you got the Chiron. Chiron should be in, well, right now, transit wise, it's in her 10th. No, yeah, it'll be in her 10th house. Chiron be in her 10th house right now. So she got that Jupiter, Neptune, Chiron, the Sun, all up in there. So a lot of things that's going to be highlighted in your life right now is definitely dealing in the realm of not necessarily make a name for yourself, but literally what makes you a good citizen to the areas of life that you have. And then what you have in that Sun in the 12th house, that was it? I think Venus. Yeah, Venus will be basically touching almost to your natal Venus. So yeah, you got a lot of new people coming into your life, most likely, but most of the time it's going to be, you know, changing those outlooks on your life, like dealing with your own relationship, the personal relationship with other people. How do you utilize a lot of your skills better? Staying away from a lot of toxic people if you can, and then definitely expand yourself a lot more in that realm of your knowledge and just learn about a couple new things. Like, for example, dealing with herbalism, since you have that gift of gab, you know, go into the realms of what they call that. I'm still trying to think of the name of what it's called when it comes to um, um, making different sources of income when it comes to the internet itself. I just can't remember what it's called right now, but for the most part, yeah, you got a lot of things that's definitely changing in your life. So I will advise you to be very mindful of your words moving forward, because a lot of that stuff can can help you, but at the same time, it can harm you in a lot of ways as like a, give back. And then the main thing that you got to focus on is what area in your life that puts you in a bind in the last, you could say, 20 something years, right? For all your 20s, then they're all your 20s. Like, there's a lot of cycles that's happening or repeating itself, and you're not really catching on to it. And if you are catching on to it, my advice to you as well is make sure that you stick to that um, flow that you're dealing with for sure. But as far as anything else goes, um, most of what you're going through is definitely job change, a lot of job changing, or thinking about job changing, or thinking about basically what would be a better fit for yourself and then anybody who's um, close to you, and then what people are not necessarily a good pick for you as well. And then, like, when it comes to that relationship part, um, yeah, you definitely got to be more how you say, mindful of the type of people that you involve yourself with. And then it's like, be very honest about your situation with people, or you more so need to be around people who can be more honest about their situation, to be honest. um you are definitely that ride or die person, but that sometimes can get you into a bind if you're not careful with the type of people that you bring into your life, especially those who are very um that claim that they're you know about certain aspects of practices. And those same people are the same people who can basically harm you in that way. As far as anything else goes, like I said, the best advice I can say for you moving forward is, be very mindful of the type of areas. If you got things that you need to let go of, even though it's going to be kind of hard for you to at times, you know, don't try to be too bitter about certain situations that come up lately. Be more understanding and learn from those aspects if you can. And I'm not able to see anything else for this at this point in time, let alone anything that's as a question. But if you have a question, definitely put it in the chat. When the brother gets back, he'll I'll be able to see it, because right now I'm not able to see anything right now. If you're asking anything or any type of questions, but for the most part, yeah, you're big time in career change. Yeah, big time in career change. A lot of career changing. A lot of her outer world is changing big time. A lot of things is going on from that whole 11th house going all the way to the seventh. From friends, career, where you want to go in life, what do you want to actually do for yourself. Those are the main things that I see as far as, you know, a lot of changing, especially when it comes to the people that's in her life, her friends for sure, a lot of her friends. Um, but yeah, I can't. If she has anything or anybody else has any questions on her chart, I can't see. I won't be able to see anything.
She said, thank you both. I appreciate it. It was a lot of good information. I'm still learning to read charts, but a lot of change are taking place right now. Yep, that's Saturn about to
Mm-hmm.
return.
Mm-hmm. She coming right up on that mug.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think
that's.
she probably don't. What's Saturn at right now? In Pisces? And
It's in Aquarius right now.
oh yeah, it went back into Aquarius. Then.
Hmm. It's in Aquarius right now. So
So
she
she
coming
might
up on
be.
that.
Yeah, it might be her Saturn return. It's returning right
Coming
now.
up. She coming in. Well, she's definitely in the zone or the radars.
Well, according to Western, you in your Saturn return, but
Hmm.
the true Saturn ain't in Pisces yet, but it's in Aquarius, so it come you in your Saturn return.
Yeah, she
You are.
definitely in the Saturn time. If you already hit 30, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
If
I
you hit
think so.
30, definitely 30, 31. That's like that phase that it goes in. From
Right.
27 to 31 is basically that phase. From 27 to 30 is basically the whole test. 31 is when you start that next cycle when you turn 60. So hopefully whatever you experienced during this time is something that you might want to reflect on moving forward, because that's basically what your whole outlook on life is basically happening.
She said
Hmm. Oh
she'll
yeah,
be
so you
30
hitting
in
it
June.
now. Yeah, you hitting that mug now.
Yup.
Woo.
Yup. And
Enjoy it. That's all this is. Enjoy it.
yeah, make the best of it.
For real. And then it's in that air, so I'll be very mindful of allowing other people to get you messed up for real, or certain type of communities get messed up that can, kind of set you back for sure. So I want to say, because her chart's almost like my own. When I adjust it, her chart's almost like my own a little bit. She has like a Gemini Taurus type of rising,
Yeah. Yup.
like right at the edge of it. She's like a cuss baby when it comes to the horizon sign.
Yup. All
She got a
right,
lot of
that's a wrap.
retrograde planets.
Huh?
No, I sense she got a lot of retrograde planets. That's a hard one. That's
Yeah,
a hard one.
yeah,
Like she got
yeah.
a lot of the outer planets. Like everything that's considered an outer planet besides Jupiter is in retrograde. That is, oh boy,
It's tough, but
very.
they get a strongest battle to the toughest soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we appreciate you stopping through, man. You know what I'm saying? Showing us some
Sure.
love, let them read your chart. You know what I'm saying? Helping you better your life.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause this is a map of your life.
Yeah, a lot
You
of
you,
her outer,
you want to
out.
read one more chart or what?
Yeah, I'm up for it. Now that I'm home, yeah, I'm up for it.
Spiritually table says I'm trying to tap in, gods.
There you
DM
go.
me your information, fam. If you still on here,
Yeah, if I'm looking to get a chart read, definitely DM him, and we'll put your chart up and look at some things that you may know about yourself or you may not know about yourself. But at the end of
right?
the day, we're here to help for sure.
Yep, for sure, for sure.
Mm-mm-mm. Oh.
tired, ain't it, fam? Been working hard, ain't
Yeah, man. I've been on the road since freaking 8 this morning. I just
it?
got done. Not even what, not even 20 something minutes ago. Basically when I hopped on.
Damn. Hmm.
Or whose chart is this one?
Oh, that's just the daily
Random
chart.
one.
I just had to take it off of her.
Oh, that's what they got everything at right now.
Yeah. Is this recorded like for me to go back and watch? Yeah, it's gonna be on my
Mhm.
YouTube channel and it's gonna be on my Facebook page. So you can watch this a minute time. If you have any question, extra question, feel free to DM me or DM Rock. We'll help you best we can.
Ooh, yeah, that feels good.
Uh I don't think let me see if spiritual taste still watch. You welcome fam
You're
anytime, you know.
welcome. Definitely.
That's what we here for. Help. Spiritually Taylor, if you watching, DM me your info. Let me see can I inbox real quick. Who I want to get that chart read, DM me your information, your birth time, birthplace, um, time of birth, yeah, birth time, birthplace, and what else? Yeah, the city you were born in. Yeah,
End up sharing that at the last minute. So yeah, when it comes to the today we dealing with that full moon, and that's gonna bring about a lot of a lot of sudden changes right now.
right.
Moving forward, like we're starting to see it around the world. People are getting more informed about what's going on, not just in their own neck of the woods, but literally around the world. You're seeing a lot of things happening simultaneously that's dealing with the currency of things for sure. And then it's just
Yeah.
dealing with a lot of the areas of life that most of us are not ready to admit to deal with, especially when
Hmm.
it comes to that realm of knowing. Some of us are ready for the knowing, a lot of us are not, but a lot of us are eager to sit back and know what's going on. But that
Yeah.
moon being in that 10th house is it's going to be something different for sure. It's like, what is that, 11th, like 10th and 11th. So it's
Yeah.
like definitely, we're all in that zone of how they say um more so it's like being on the move, being pushed to go somewhere for real, for real. So a lot of things are being highlighted. A lot of things are being becoming highlighted in a lot of areas, especially like if it's in that 10th, yes, like that 10th or 11th house energy. So, our communities as a whole are going to greatly be affected in the next couple. Well, it's happening now, and then when that eclipse happens in a few weeks, as well as Mercury being in its shadow period, or how you say, what's that word, um post shadow, starting today. So we got another week or so before it goes retrograde. And while it's retrograde, we got the eclipse happening at that same time in Pisces, the
Right.
solar eclipse in Pisces. So it's about to be something very. It's going to be a very interesting time, and then for this whole month. I'll just say it like this: for the whole month of the Gregorian April, we're going to see a lot of different things come about, and then especially in your personal life, a lot of people who have from Gemini, from Gemini going all the way to Capricorn, wherever it is in your chart, you about to go through a lot of different changes, whether it be in your money, your outer world, your inner world. It's going to be a lot of things happening, you know, and then unfortunately, we might see a couple of mishaps with either friends or family members, and a lot of people are like kind of losing their shit right now too, which is um, which is not cool. So I advise people to like not necessarily stay indoors, but more so be in the realm of be mindful of your surroundings for sure. If you are
Right,
not about going into different zones or trying anything new, the only thing new that you need to apply to yourself is you, and working on getting you 10 times better than you ever had.
right. Then you said solar eclipse and Pisces.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pisces represent deception. So there's gonna be a
Hmm.
whole lot of trickery shit going on too. Probably with the
For
government.
real. And then with the energy of
Deception.
the Mercury retrograde too. So that's like it's like a double, it's a whole it's about to be something like highlighted for sure. And
Right.
that's what I'm saying. Like depending on where it's at in in your own personal chart. Like for me, it's in my like my 11th slash 10th house. So in my
Mm,
life, it's going to be more so, you know, truly bringing out what I set forth to do. But it might, you know, kind of backfire on me because of the way that I deliver it. You know what I mean? But
right.
I have help because you know I was born with Mercury retrograde, so Mercury is about to help me out so much when it comes to that speaking energy on that particular thing. And then with Mercury being retrograde and Pisces too, so it's like you know dabbing on my moon a lot. So it's it's going to be a very interesting. It's going to be an interesting thing for myself because I got that moon as well, Pisces moon as well. So it's
Oh,
gonna
okay,
be
yeah.
it's definitely gonna I'm gonna be in my feelings.
So, yeah,
Definitely
some
be in my
probably have
feelings.
to have you in your feelings.
I'm definitely gonna be in my feelings. I already know it. And then it's like in my fourth house too. So, you know, I'm probably gonna I know for a fact I've been reflecting on certain family members lately. So they definitely probably gonna appear in my dreams for sure.
Right.
I'll probably visit me now because I've been having couple of things being moved around lately in my in my space, you know. So I'm like, yeah, somebody's in here with me right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, I forgot when it is. I want to say that eclipse is the eclipse will be on the 16th, I think it is.
I don't know.
I'm about to look right now.
But I got her information.
No, it's gonna be on the 20th. Yeah, eclipse is gonna be on the 20th. So this is somebody else's chart right here.
Yeah.
So
Can
um
you see it? Can you see that good?
mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm. Oh, this is a youngin. Well, no, not necessarily.
What's up with all these spam people coming to my live and don't even speak?
I don't know. All right, where's your Saturn?
We
So
ain't charging nobody nothing for this, so get the fuck on.
this person already did their Saturn return. Um, they got Pluto. They did Pluto Libra generation, Leo as well. Yeah, this person's a Leo as well.
Our chart similar to mine.
Mm.
I'm gonna leave
Pisces
rising
and
with
Mars,
Pluto at the first.
and Pluto in the first in Scorpio. hmm There's another person who's a transformer.
Right.
There's another person who's a transformer. Like they be going through some things. Like they their body is like if they ain't taking care of it, it's gonna be broken down completely. And it's like, it's sad to say that, but this person definitely needs to make sure that they stay about, constantly getting themselves right because Pluto's all in your first house.
Hmm.
And they got retrograde Uranus and Neptune, Mars retrograde as well. Yeah, so health is a big thing on this person. Health is a big thing on this person, especially their feet, especially their feet. Their feet has a lot to do with their immune system. The more they're on the move, the more they're can start experiencing things. They probably work out too much for their own good, and with that Leo part of them, they can be a little bit lazy here and there. But this one looks like they're an outgoing one with that uh, Sun in the 11th house, so they're all about their peoples for sure.
Yup.
Their friends can be their worst enemy with that Scorpio. Where's Venus at? In the 10th house, yeah. This is another one that's like like uh your homie from last week. It's another one that relationships get them fucked up at their jobs.
Yeah. Yup. That Mars in six and the Venus in 10th.
hmm Another person.
Mm,
So like in this person's world, like I said, like see how where Capricorn's at all the way till where Gemini. So it's like you can see how what they're going through is a whole what I would call manifesting change. Like a lot of the things that they've been working on internally are really reflecting on the outside, but they're not being mindful of what they're saying.
right.
Like they got to really use that chaos and turn it into something positive because they got a lot of planets. They got a lot of retrograde planets on that whole bottom half of the chart. So it's like you got to be very mindful. Sure. Don't use yourself too much in a light where it's like, yeah,
Yup.
use more of what your intuition is giving you than anything else. See past a lot of the stuff because you're a lucky person as well, because they're a Leo as well. But they but that Mars in that sixth house, that's the part that can get them in all kinds of shit. And then they got that North Node in the fifth. So yeah, they're on a journey to make sure that they're how they say making a name for themselves. Stop using other people. Stop relying on other people and actually do things for yourself. Use your own creativity. You know, it's always okay to be alone at times, but you know, with your son being in that 11, it's basically the opposite of your North Node. So it's like utilize yourself to the best of your degree, if possible. And then I'm
Right.
let you go in on it.
I'm just gonna go around the chart. I'm trying to make that kind of fast because we've been on here 2 hours already. But anyway, you're a Libra ascendant at the 19th degree of Libra. So relationship play a major emphasis on your personality. The ascendant Libra and where's Venus in the 10th house of Cancer. Your relationship with family. And you got that Venus at 25th degree of Aries. It's a major emphasis on the relationship with family, which affects your personality and even your body, because the ascendant is the body also, and the first house is the head. So the relationship with family could affect your mind frame, could affect your body and your personality. And you got Pluto in the first house, like I do in Scorpio. That's a tough one, rough one. That means transformation on the fucking daily. You've been through there, up there, down there, around there, been through it all. You know what I'm saying? That's a raw placement right there. Pluto in the first. You're forced to you're forced to be go through death and rebirth, even if they're physically or mentally, or if you just if it be around you. You know what I'm saying? Pluto is prone in the first house. The first house itself, your body. So your body go through transformation. Your your body go through transformation. Let me see what the first house ruler is. Then you got the first house ruler, like he said, in the sixth house with Mars. So your relationship with family affected your body. It affected your health. What cause you to transform on a daily basis. Cause you to um, go through death and rebirth on a daily basis. Because the sixth house is the daily routine, day to day. Pluto in the first house been through a lot. I'm trying to see like what kind of energy that is. It's at the 10th degree of Capricorn. So you try to control like the way you try to want to have control over your body. Cause Pluto in the first house of the body, and it's in that 10th degree of Capricorn. So you can present a public. It's saying present yourself. You know what I'm saying, the proper way you want to when it comes to public. And Pluto is the planet of regeneration. So whatever going on with your body, Pluto going you heal up real fast. Like you like Wolverine, right? This motherfucker. You know, if you go through something, you heal up real fast. Like if you bruise something, you heal real fast because you got that Pluto in the first house of body, and Pluto represents regeneration and healing for real. Pluto in the first witness a lot of death, even that if that physically or mentally, but you witness a lot of death. Like death can be all type of thing, like end of friendship, end of relationships, um, illiterate. I know her, so I know a little things about her and her family. But I'm just reading the chart. I ain't going out by what I know. I'm going out by what I see on the chart. She been through a lot when that Pluto in the first. That's the only thing I said. It's kind of hard for me to move from that. God, I know exactly how that feel. I got Pluto in the first house. I've been through hell and back again. Nah, I own the demons in that motherfucker. They work for me. That's the type of placement that is. At first, we come out scared as fuck, like when we're young, but as we get older, you know what I'm saying, we conquer our demons. It's a fearless placement, too. Like, because we grew up so paranoid and so scared, and when we got older, we were like, fuck that shit. We embody that, you know what I'm saying, that energy. Well, we have no fear because we done been through so much shit. There ain't nothing else you can do to me. You feel me? That type of aspect. You got Pluto. I'm gonna say second house is ruled of Scorpio, and second house is in Scorpio and Sag, and you got a ruler of Scorpio in the first. So you value yourself. You value yourself because second house is value, and the Pluto in the first is self, personality. Or you need to value yourself. That's a need for you to value yourself, or you already value yourself. Um, Let me see something. Understood facts. Yo, Pluto in second house. Somebody she got a mouth on her, boy. That Pluto in the second house, cause Pluto is what come in and out of our mouth, and third how we speak. So you probably cuss a lot with that Pluto in the second. I do too, for real. Because you embody that whole Pluto energy, you know what I'm saying? You are Pluto. Because the first house is I am. And Pluto is in the first house. I am Pluto. I am intense. I am deep. I am healing. I am regeneration. I am a transformer, like Ross said. You know how to transform situation. You can control the darkness. Because Pluto represents darkness and Pluto represents control. And the first house is you, physically, yourself. And the aspect, Pluto in the first, had you real paranoid. It's a paranoid aspect too. Try not to be so paranoid because whatever we focus on comes to fruition. I'm talking to myself too. But anyway, yeah, that's a tough one. That's Pluto in the first. The second house is in Scorpio, dealing with other people's money. You make money by dealing with other people's money, or you probably got money from some type of inheritance, which is Scorpio represent inheritance. Scorpio represent the occult, hidden things. You might like to hide your money. You probably got like um you can make money off of like thing not seen, like the occult or manifestation. Like stuff like that other people don't see. Or you can make money dealing with other people's money, like let me see, like an insurance or some shit like that. And you got Sag in there too with it, which represent your belief. You value your belief. The second house represent family too. I forgot about that. Second house represent family. So family went through a whole lot of transformation because you got that second house in Scorpio, which represent transformation, and the rule in the first house. So through your family going through transformations, it had an effect on your personality. It had an effect on your body. It had an effect on your mind, which can cause paranoia. Like what you go through would make you know what I'm saying. It stays in your subconscious until you reprogram your subconscious. But you got Sag there, so you value your beliefs. You value religion, and you value spirituality. Uh, Second house is how we make money. And once again, you got Sag, and you can make money by through traveling. You can make money by teaching. You can make money by what else? Sag, teaching. Uh, by just channeling your higher self, because Sag is a higher self or the God or a God
Mhm.
aspect.
And you
So
can
you,
also say like being a lawyer or, um, like a preacher. Well, not necessarily a preacher,
yeah,
but a spiritual leader type person.
right, a spiritualist. Could be a preacher, but I'm sure you done passed that preacher state. You on spirituality. I know you spiritual. That's your name, spiritually tailored. So you can make money by just talking about spirituality. Cause you got that Gemini in the eighth house, and you got Taurus in the eighth. So they're making money off of the cult, making money through inheritance, making money through uh things that hidden. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, manifestation. Because you can make money also with that Sagittarius just by channeling your higher self or just praying to God. Because the higher self ain't nothing but God. Because God reside inside a man. That's the only way he can work. Uh, so and the third house is in Sag. You like to communicate about your beliefs. You think about your beliefs, and the third house is what the community, the siblings, cousins, uh, early education. Yeah. So that could have been. Then you got Saturn and Sag. This is discipline by religion, but I don't know. It might not. Or discipline by spirituality, or Saturn at 25th degree gonna be Aries. Uh, that's you wanting to take the lead in your community or in your family. And Saturn restricts wherever it touch. Uh, so it probably been some kind of situation where it made some kind of restriction dealing with the fam, dealing with the sibling, which I already know what it is, but I'm finna see can I find it on the chart. Um, I see it already. Uh, yeah. Saturn called discipline. Wherever the Saturn that we're gonna be disciplined by. So we were disciplined through communication. You were disciplined through the amount of knowledge you learned. What made you more disciplined towards uh, becoming a leader when it comes to your sibling, and it conjunct Uranus. So you rebel against the system. It's another aspect of fuck the government aspect. Uranus conjunct Saturn, because Uranus is a natural rebel, and Saturn is the government. So you rebel against the government because in your mind you feel some type of way. And Uranus at 27 degree of Gemini, sudden change in your community, sudden change in your neighborhood, sudden restricted change. So I'm gonna go in line. Saturn restriction, Uranus change. So it was some restricted change dealing with the siblings, cousins, neighborhood, neighbors, early education. What caused you problems? You had to go to different schools. I don't know if that's true or not, but that Uranus at 27 degree of Gemini. Yeah, that's rapid downloads. You get download like that, like when you, as soon as you channel your higher self, which is Sagittarius, you get download instantly. You know what I'm saying? Um, you got that Neptune at the 7th degree. Neptune at the 7th degree of what? Libra. Libra's the 7th degree. Neptune is what? Isolation, loss. Libra is relationship. So Saturn restriction, restricted change and loss, dealing with siblings, dealing with cousins, dealing with early education, and dealing with your I ain't gonna say reputation, I'm gonna say career right here. Because the ruler of the third house, the ruler oh dang, I ain't do the ruler of that. The ruler of Sag is in third house, and the ruler of that is in the eighth house of Gemini. Third house is siblings. Sag is your higher self, but I'm finna get to that. The third house is siblings, and the ruler of that Sag is in the eighth house of death and rebirth, just like that Pluto in the first. They can show where siblings went through some type of death and rebirth, because you got the ruler of the third siblings in the eighth house of death, either physically or mentally. You got restricted change in relationship, what made you isolated, because Saturn restrictions, Uranus change, Neptune isolation, and that 7th degree of relationship. So that was some restricted chain. Well, you were probably forced to isolate because some relationship dealing with sibling, cousin, uh, the neighborhood, early education. You got fourth house Neptune. I'm gonna say fourth house Capricorn, and the ruler of Capricorn is Saturn in the third house. Siblings again. It's a big emphasis on sibling right here. Capricorn is the career restriction once again, cause Saturn rule Capricorn. Fourth house is in Capricorn, so the home will restricted due to sibling, cousin, or the information you process, or communication will be restricted. Ruler Capricorn is in the third house, but wherever Saturn is at, don't let me go past that. Wherever Saturn is, the way you can start a business. So you can start a business doing like Sagittarius type of things, which is teaching, traveling, Yup, teaching the occult because you got Saturn in Aquarius. I'm gonna say Saturn in Sagittarius, and you got Jupiter in Gemini, who represent teachers also. You got Jupiter in Gemini. You're supposed to be teaching or talking about something or learning about something. Which
That and cryptocurrency too.
right, supposed to be teaching, traveling. Cause Sagittarius represent higher learning. Um, which that could have been restricted because you got Saturn there, and it probably was a sudden change. Higher learning mean like college and any education after high school. You probably wanted to, but you couldn't. You probably restricted from it. Or if you did, let me see. You probably did. But some had restricted you. You know what I'm saying? And third house is the mind. So your mind is kind of like you kind of got like a strict mind, but you got if you're very compassionate with that over that Neptune in the third. Psychic, that's real psychic aspect too. Neptune in the third. You download information rapidly because you got Uranus in there too. But Neptune in the third can channel thing. Like it's a sign of a energy healer too, like a healer. Period. Because the third house is hands, and Neptune deal with healing, but on the spiritual level versus Virgo type of healing, which
Yeah, like
on
in the realm of Reiki and all that.
yeah, Reiki, energy healing, quantum healing and shit like that. Cause you got healing hands. You feel me? Third house represent hand, and Neptune represent spirituality. You got spiritual hands, and it's in Capricorn, so you can start a career doing that for real, and it'll be very beneficial. But first, you got to heal yourself because you got that Pluto in the first, and Pluto in the first, and then Mars in the sixth house of health. I've been studying Reiki. I I suggest you just do like energy healing. Don't use nobody else symbols. Don't use nobody else signs. You got Pluto in the first. You are the Reiki. You is Reiki. You're a walking Reiki. You don't need nobody else signs and shit like that. But I think you can feel that anyway with that Pluto in the first. You feel like something ain't right with that shit. But I ain't saying something wrong with it, but I say we all got access to it's a universal energy. We don't need nobody else signs to do that for us. As long as we understand how oh you do. Oh yeah, I figured that. Cause that Pluto in the first, you're a bullshit detector. You see through all the deceit, all the lies and all. Then you got Neptune in the third. Be weary of somebody stealing your information. I got Neptune in the third. Motherfucker be goddamn stealing my shit daily, but I don't give a fuck because it ain't my information. It's everybody's information. You just got to access. But a Neptune in third be somebody could Neptune represent theft. And third house represent information. So people can try to steal your information and say it the same way you said to make they self look good and shit like that. But they don't know shit about what they saying. It's just cause you so deep and nobody don't understand how deep you is with shit with that Pluto in the first. And you so deep, you need to find people that similar with big Scorpio energy. And you got that moon in the eight. Yeah, you just like me. That's like a Scorpio moon. And I got Gemini in the eight with the Pluto in the first. Yeah, you should be. Yeah, doing Reiki and teaching people about well, not Reiki, energy healing. That's why I say energy healing. Doing energy healing and teaching about that because third house of teaching and ninth house of teaching. And you got Gemini in the ninth house. Then you got Jupiter in Gemini in the eighth house of occult. Yeah, they're teaching about energy healing all day because Gemini is the hands. And you got Gemini in the ninth house again. Same thing as Sagittarius in third for real. 'Cause, third opposed ninth house, right? Yeah. Nah, hold up. Yeah, third opposed the ninth house. So yeah, that teaching about energy healing. They're using your hands for the cope. Write down what you want to manifest. You write your manifestation down because you got that third house. You got like man the same energies I got for real. My son just in the tent.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. If you want to manifest, write it down and think about it. Like that's why I ain't never did no type of rituals or no voodoo type of shit. I don't think I gotta do it think real hard and that shit come to fruition. I just sit down and visualize that shit. It coming true. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta do. I ain't gotta do all that extra shit with candles and all that bullshit. It ain't bullshit, but I ain't gotta do all the extra stuff like some people have to. But anyway, Neptune in third, yeah, you are a natural energy healer, and that that beneficial to you and your fam for real. You got fourth house in Capricorn with the ruler in the third house, yeah. From the home life we're kind of restricted through situation in your neighborhood, uh, through siblings. You got Aquarius in the fourth. This is a natural rebel. Uh, you got a rebellious subconscious mind. You got like a old ancient subconscious mind. You got um, and you got the Aquarius in the fourth, and this ruler is in the third also. So both signs rulers in the third house. You you probably communicate to the ancestors. You can communicate to them if you want to, but once you get wise enough, you come to the understand that you are your ancestor. You embody them because everybody, when somebody pass on, they live inside you through your DNA. Uh, fifth house is in Aquarius. Fifth house Aquarius. This is created endeavors on the internet. Rebel against authority again. Like you probably got a problem with authority figures, because you're a natural rebel and you want to be control of your own life with that Pluto in the first. You ain't trying to let nobody control shit. Try not to be too controlling either with that Pluto in the first and that Aquarius in the fifth. You got Pisces in the fifth. Pisces is spiritual creativity. Fifth house of creativity, self-expression, intelligence. You got spiritual intelligence. You're very spiritual intelligent. Uh, Pisces is what institutions also. Uh, but I don't see that. Let me see. I see something. No. Yep, you could be like Pisces is the feet, so you probably be creative with your feet. Probably play like soccer or some shit like that. Maybe I don't know. But then you got the North Node at the 14th degree of Taurus. You're here to be creative. You're here to self-express yourself. You're here to be a leader. And when you be creative and express yourself through the internet and through large networks of people, such as friends and groups and community, uh, you can make money off of that because the ruler of all three of those signs in third house. And Sagittarius is in the second and third. So yeah, you can make money off of that too. Using your creative endeavors on the internet. Um, but you headed towards your self expression, being a leader, because in the North Node and the fifth gonna be a leadership aspect. You're here to lead. You're here to lead and make money because it's at the 14th degree. You're here to make some money too. Uh, Mars in the sixth house in Aries at the 11th degree of Aquarius. Sudden change of health. Sudden change of six houses our health, our daily routine, our habits. So it'd be a lot of changes in your habits. Like one day you might do this, and you're like, nah, I'm gonna do this. But the Mars is retrograded, so you gotta take extra action on that. If it's not retrograde, it'd be easy for you to take action. Since it's retrograde, it kind of it's gonna take a little work for you to change your habits and shit. Or you, let me see what is aspect. Yeah, take a little work to change your habits and to change. Let me see. Sixth house of nutrition. Sixth house is enemies too, and you got Mars, the 11th degree of friends. Beware of the hating ass friends. Or man, you got that Uranus in the third. Your friend probably try to be stealing your information and shit. But anyway, Mars in the sixth is good for well Mars at that with inflammation at. So be careful about what you digest because if you like eat the wrong stuff, it can take a toll over your body and cause inflammation. Give you like gas and shit like that. But seven houses in Avery, you want to be the leader of your relationship. You want to take lead in the relationship. You yeah, you want to try to control. You want to try to be in control of the relationship or your relationships. But ain't nothing wrong with that. Then you got Taurus there in the seventh. Taurus in the seventh. You make money dealing with other people. You know, Taurus in the seventh. They like the lawyer aspect, or or what else? Taurus in the seventh. Making money by dealing with people. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's the way you are gonna make money. About like me, I make money dealing with other people. uh, then you got eighth house in Taurus. Yeah, eight houses in Taurus. Eight houses in Taurus. Eight house Taurus gonna be making money through the occult, making money through other people money, making money through inheritance, making money through hidden things. Or people might not know how you make your money. Type of aspect like that. People might not have a clue how you make money because you're so secretive with that Pluto in the first. People, it's kind of hard for people to figure you out. Just because they make it hard for you to figure you out, they think you're on some negative bullshit, but you ain't. You just not keen with letting everybody know your business. That's a Scorpio energy, and that can create tension between the friends and shit. They think you holding out, or they think you scheming, or because you are always reserved and shit like that.
Always watching.
Yeah,
Literally, always watching.
and you call them out on their bullshit because you see right through their ass, and they can make a person mad too. That's how I make people mad. I always call them out like they can't hide shit from me. But anyway, Jupiter in the eighth at the fifth degree of the Leo degree, intelligent, spiritually intelligent. Once again, you're very spiritual, intelligent. Uh, Gemini is learning and teaching. So you like to learn about the code and you like to teach about it. I don't know if you like to teach, but you'll be a good teacher at it because you got that Jupiter in the eighth house. Try not to come too obsessed with things because Jupiter overdo shit. You come then you got the observer is a very important and very important person. I like to watch. Me too. She said I do. Yup. Try not to come obsessed because you got that Pluto in the first. Pluto is the sign, the planet of obsession. Anyway, then you got Jupiter in the house of obsession. Obsession. Try not to become obsessive. Have excessive behavior. Try to refrain from that because you know, a Scorpio energy, we clean the shit and hard to let go. When we clamp down like the scorpion, it's hard to let go. Like a pit bull with a lock. It's hard to get that lock off. You know, man, if hitting you in the back of the head, like let it go, they still gonna be biting down like a motherfucker. But try not to be too obsessive over the information you learn. And always be open minded. Cause Gemini information. Information about the occult, eighth house, Jupiter, teaching, beliefs in the Leo degree, teaching. self-expression. There's a need for you to self-express your information under your coat. Right here, that's that aspect. And you got Moon in Gemini in the eighth house. The really Moon in Scorpio, because the Moon in the eighth house gonna take over that Gemini. Cause that Scorpio house so potent. Then you got Pluto in the first. You just like me. Pluto in the first with Scorpio Moon for real. So you deep as fuck. You very you very got you deep. You know you sometimes we can be too deep. Motherfucker don't even understand us. You know what I'm saying? Make us seem like we crazy and shit. But they crazy. They just don't know what the hell we talking about or how we think. The moon is how you think too. The moon is your body, especially if it's a woman. Your body is affected by the Scorpio quality. Your body go through transformation and regeneration. Once again, it's another aspect of the body going through transformation. Uh, with the right information, Gemini, you can transform your body and your subconscious. Where that moon is at the 16th degree of Cancer, family. So that's a double emphasis on family. You got the moon represent family, 16th degree is family. And the eighth house is death and rebirth, family. Uh, but to better that situation, you can reprogram your subconscious because the moon is subconscious. Gemini information. Eighth house is research and Gemini research. So with the proper research, you can reprogram your subconscious. You can program your reprogram your subconscious the way you want be feeling so emotionally intense. Cause you got that moon in the eighth house of intensity and deep feelings. So when you feel something, you feel it real deep. Don't hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? Cause you real deep in your feeling. Like I sure used to be feeling like that. I know that. I know that. I feel you, fam. Yeah. But with that moon in the eighth though, you know that the subconscious and ancestors. Moon represent ancestors, and you got it in the eighth house, and it's in Gemini. Another aspect with communicating with ancestors. You got ninth house Gemini, learning and teaching about occult philosophy, going to college, uh, traveling like short travel though, because you got that Gemini. Gemini represents short travel, like from city to city, not long distance travel like Jupiter and Neptune, but like traveling like city to city, like I said, or inside the city. And Gemini represent the community too, and the way we process information. The way you process information is deep as fuck. Like you go deep to the core with it. And you got Cancer in the ninth house of higher self, subconscious. Same thing I just said. Ancestors, ninth house. Once you reprogram your subconscious and channel your higher self, you can manifest things because you got that. It's an aspect. No. But anyway, yeah, when you can channel your higher self and ancestors at ease, you feel me? And you probably what Neptune that dream. Neptune gonna be dream. Then you got it in the third house of siblings, community, uh, short trip. You got Chiron in that ninth house too, a higher self. So that's type of some type of wound dealing with the beliefs. You got that Sun square Moon. Uh, the Moon square Sun gonna be like conflict with the parents, like the mom and dad. I got Sun square Moon too. Also, my father one in my life for real. So that's an aspect of like one of the parents not being there, or the parents in conflict with each other. um, Chiron in the ninth house in Cancer. There's some type of deep subconscious wound dealing with the family. Cause Cancer is subconscious, Cancer is family, and Chiron is wounds and healing. And this aspect where you can heal the family too. Cause whatever Chiron that makes you the healer, and it's in the ninth house of family and Gemini, sibling, cousins, and family, and it's at that fifth degree of Leo, teaching and learning, um, uh, royalty. You know what I'm saying? Leo is a royal sign. You got like a royal higher self, like a queen, high priestess type energy, right? And you got the MC and Cancer. So you known for being like the family. You know, I'm working on that now. They tough, fam. I can't lie. I already know it's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? But we built for it. We built for it tough. Uh, you got that MC at 21 degrees of what? Libra. Yup. I think 20 degrees is Scorpio. Yeah, that Libra. So you known as a family counselor, the family what they call therapist.
The family therapist.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Everybody come to this person.
yeah. Uh, Libra. I'm not damn. Venus in Cancer. You got love for the fam, and everybody know that. You make it known. Venus in the 10th house. That's making money off of Venus at the 25th degree of Aries in Cancer. Family business. You can start a family business if you want. Cause Cancer is the family. 10th house is business or career, and you got Libra, which is money, and it's in the Aries degree, which means doing it yourself. So you start your family business would be like beneficial to you and your people. And you got Leo in the 10th, which make you the leader, natural born leader. Sound like a public speaker. Public speaker, Leo represents self-expression and performance. That's a need for you to perform in the public. Like you got to be in the public with it if you want to make money. Venus in the 12th mean making money down there in the public, off your reputation or off your public image. And you got part of fortune there, so you gonna get real luck. You get luck there when you start utilizing your subconscious and ancestors and family. I think council represent like restaurant too, represent like eating or chefing and shit like that. So you probably start a family restaurant or some shit like that, and you be the leader of that. You make that money like that. You start that, and then you got Sun in the 11th house of Virgo. I mean, yeah, you got 11th house in Leo, which is you being the leaders of your friends, leaders of network, leaders of groups, leaders of big groups, leaders of uh, the community as a whole. Like you know what I'm saying, being like a humanitarian. Uh, uh, Self-expression yourself on the internet, which is 11th house. Once you self-express yourself on the internet, you'll find money coming in. Maybe, yeah. Let me see. Yeah. And you got Sun in Virgo, Sun in 11th house. That is, then you got the Sun at 11 degrees in the 11th house. That's Sun at the Aquarius degree in the Aquarius house. That is shining a light, shining your light on the internet. Probably about health. You probably can. Let me see. Yeah, you probably can teach about health too, cause it's sextile in the Mars right here. Jupiter sextile in Mars, and trining Mercury in the 12th. Yeah, you probably Oh, I see. Virgo is the hand too, cause it's ruled by Mercury. The ruler of Virgo is what? What the hell Mercury is? Oh, the 12th. Healing hands again, ain't it? Yep. Healing hands again. You got them hands, cuz. You got the hands to be a healer. Like what they call in church, the land of hands. You got them. You got the Mars, that Mars opposite the sun, which again is the healing hand, fire hand, in conjunct the sun, which is sixth house represent hand too. And you got the Virgo, the ruler of the sixth house, in the 11th house of electricity. You got them electric fire hands. That's all healing shit. Like that was you channel electricity. And, the sun in 11th shine a light on your you shine when you spread information, which is Virgo, and you analyze the information, which is Virgo, among groups of people, groups and networks of people. And you got Mercury in the 12th, which is communicating to people. What Mercury at the fifth degree. She got a lot of Leo energy going on too. Mercury at the fifth degree of Leo, and Mercury represent communication, siblings. 12th house is the house of suppression, the losses and shit like that. Uh, but in the positive mode, you got the spiritual hand once again. Like yeah, I see, it's a healer. It's a healer chart right here. Your chart kind of like mine.
And it's like she got the glow.
Yeah, you got the hand. You got
It's very weird.
you use your hand to manifest. Or you write it down. Your hands and your mind is your best attributes. You got
You
healing
gotta learn
hand.
how to tap into the she needs to start tapping into the Akashic records for real if she hasn't
Yeah,
done it yet.
that's that aspect too. 12 houses that
Hmm.
collective Akasha record. And Mercury represent hands, and you got in the 12th house of spirituality. Uh, you can gather information about spirituality once again. Just like the Gemini in the 8th, and you got Mercury in the 12th. Whoa, that sibling. Yeah, I can see where you lost a sibling too. But Mercury in the 12th make you a healer too. You know what I'm saying? Make you want to gather information about occult, spirituality, learning about institutions too. You want to learn about it. 'Cause 12 house about institutions such as hospitals, prisons, mental institution, DHR, and shit like that. You can go speak. You can go You can heal people like in institutions with that Mercury in the 12. I let you take the road down some raw.
Hmm. Yeah. The one thing I could say, she got to work on those mixed signals because that's what like kind of interferes with a lot of her energy in a lot of ways. Like you gotta learn how to calm down your mixed signals. When I mean like, you may say one thing, but your actions may say a whole different tune. You know what I mean? And then just being very honest about your abilities when you start to see them. Definitely pay attention to your dreams. Um, Definitely, heal from those traumas that you had from your your father's side. Dealing in the realm of people not always being around. I mean, if you have now, that's a good thing. But like certain times we think we surpass certain things, but we really haven't. Your your big religious background from your mother's side as well, and then just somebody's on the run most of the time when it comes to your that 11th house. One thing I can say for sure is that you can be your worst enemy at times. That is like your biggest struggle in life is literally being your worst enemy. You yourself, what you have in that Mercury in the 12th. You have a tendency to sometimes overthink certain situations that could or could not be. And if you were able to apply yourself a lot better when it comes to that Jupiter, because you got that you're what you would call a ox. You're the ox in a sense. No, no, you're not an ox. That's the year of the cobra or the snake. I think you're the snake. I think you're the snake. Yeah, because you come right after the dragon. So yeah, you're definitely the snake. You're the snake. So I will look into that as well. And then when it comes to that Pluto, though, that Pluto helps you out tremendously, but it can definitely be your most harming aspect of yourself. You know, you need to stretch more when it comes to your hips. When it comes to you spreading yourself too much for other people, overdoing things and not getting a how you say what's that word the appreciation that you're seeking. You don't really seek it, but it's always good to get it because you know that you do a lot for others. Your heart's always into a lot of things that you possess. One thing for sure is that uh, being too, I don't want to say clingy, but that whole thing about clinginess to a lot of things that you feel that is needed for your personal growth. you know Letting go is your biggest, not just the biggest, but it's like your biggest aspect about yourself is that you know how to, but there's certain things that you hold a grudge on that you truly need to start working towards in a lot of areas. Like I said, your biggest is that whole mental part of your health. In a sense, it's like that's very you're very fragile in that area a little bit when it comes to that part. Too much thinking for you is basically going to get you into a lot of different um what's that word? A lot of issues. You know what I mean? You may what's that word? You literally are the only person who's rough on you. Nobody else. Everybody else can always say what they want to say, but you are definitely, hard on you. My advice for you when it comes to like dealing with stuff that's now, you know, being more open to you, be more, redoing a lot of what has been done to you to yourself. When it comes to a lot of the other parts, like your current situation when you're dealing with, certain type of people that you feel is that you know are using you, but you keep allowing them to do that stuff to you. Definitely make the best of these opportunities that's coming, especially in the realm of, switching things out. When it comes to the healing aspects of things, you really want to start working on if you're doing it or not. You probably are doing it now, but you definitely have a calling into, you know, um, looking into your best abilities to adjust certain frequencies within yourself when it comes to your health for sure. What you have in that Pisces in the sixth house type thing in the seventh house, what I mean? That's dealing with a lot of your hip area, definitely in your intestines as well. You might want to, do a flush if you haven't done them. If you are still doing, if you're already in it, I mean that's even better. But this is definitely a season for you to like definitely get your health together. When it comes to your dreams and that connections that you've been having lately, really start writing them down if you're not a dream journaler. But you definitely want to start writing down your dreams because they're going to be, key players moving forward for the next couple of years, especially what you have in Pluto in your Pluto will be in your fifth house. That would be the that's the part that you start because Pluto right now is in Capricorn. So with it being in Capricorn, you definitely are going to have to be very mindful. Get out there a lot more when it comes to communicating with folks too. Bringing out that message because with you being also a Leo, you definitely have the power to change a lot of things that's going on. Be more creative, write down before you say, or if you know what you know, speak on it. When it comes to being too possessive with your emotions, let them ease out every once in a while. You know what I mean? Take a spiritual bath for sure. In the next couple of weeks, and with that Mercury retrograde being in your sixth house, I will definitely look into doing a spiritual bath as well as fasting as well. But as far as anything else that I can see for you, um, money's definitely coming your way. Just be more on your grind, on your hustle for sure. But all money ain't good money, to be honest. But you have the ability to keep that flow. Certain things may turn its tables here and there. You may be, too obsessed with that whole aspects of, seeing too much death going around. But definitely utilize your abilities a lot better. Training. This is definitely a training session for you. Everything that's coming from within is about to come out. So when it comes out, take full advantage of it. That is awesome. Yeah, you definitely need to because with that Mercury retrograde coming up, mm, yeah, I hear you on that one. And then like be kind of mindful with that because uh, plant based helps, but one thing I can say for you is, take some time out from being under the sun. Do that for like a little while too. Try to allow yourself to embrace that true darkness too, but not in a dark way, but more so like embody yourself with the stars at night, a couple nights, and see how much of a change it starts to make within your daily cycle. But as far as anything else, I ain't got nothing else.
Yeah, on that plant based, it really ain't healthy for you for real, cause it
Hmm.
full of fucking soy and shit. I prefer um vegetarian, or I know vegan eat a lot of plant based, but mostly vegetarian and fruitarian.
Hmm.
Uh, so I stay away from that plant based because you got that Mars in the sixth house. You gotta be careful about what you put inside your body
Hmm.
and the
And then
aspect.
it's in retrograde too, so it's like, yeah, you gotta be very mindful about that.
Yeah, and the aspect of your Pluto in the first house of your body. So if you digest the wrong thing, it have a whole effect on you, which
Big time.
cause inflammation on your digestive system. You probably got a problem with that already with that Mars in the sixth house.
Hmm. And with that Pluto and Virgo too, so it's like that's a big thing for that's a big thing for her for sure.
Right.
And then, like I was saying, when it comes to that what do you call that, the Akashic records dealing with the galactic center, you got those three planets. Well, not even three, somewhat three, because you have that. What is that? Saturn. What was that? Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So yeah, she got a lot of planets in the galactic center. So with those being in the galactic center, with those two being retrograde, because I have Jupiter and Neptune retrograde in that same type of area. So
Me
it's
too.
just like more so being, in the realm of communication. So with that part, and then when you was talking about the hands, like she definitely can be blocking a lot of her blessings if she, like, I don't want to say eat the wrong things, but practicing certain practices you might want to look into, especially when it comes to dealing with the mudras in a sense, because those will definitely put you in the right position if you use them very wisely.
Yeah, and yoga too.
Hmm.
Yoga uh help your energy flow through your body correctly because
Hmm.
she probably had trouble with the second house is in Scorpio. Yeah, you probably had trouble with the foods you take intake. I suggest stay out that plant based and just um go like vegetarian. Try herbs. Yeah, sixth house is a house of herbs too. So you
Hmm.
need to do research on some herbs that's beneficial for whatever problems you have with that Mars in the sixth. I'm assuming it's
Hmm.
gonna be something dealing with the digestive system.
Definitely, work on your mental health as well. Keep your
Oh
mental
yeah,
health in check, big
I'm
time.
into that Tai Chi too. That Pluto in the first. I love Tai Chi. I do it every day. It's
Yeah,
what's up?
definitely be mindful of that.
You on the right path, fam. For real, for real. Just keep at it. You know what I'm saying? The Pluto in the first, I already know what to do for real. They just need confirmation. They
Hmm.
can they can feel it in their body. Yeah.
Hmm.
And,
They say that because you got that Mars in the sixth and Mercury in the 12th. That's like that can show signs of mental breaking too. So that's why I was like being very mindful on that part too.
right.
Because you got Mercury is the mind, sixth house with Mars in there.
And
So
the
it's like,
third house.
and then yeah, in that third house too with that Neptune. So it's like you know when you start hearing them voices, just know that something inside you is breaking. So you might want to get that in check. Hmm.
Yep. That what's up. But vegan ain't good for everybody though.
It's more like that producer of estrogen. That's what I see what that does.
Yeah. But it's good to change the way you eat though. But like I said, try to stay away from that plant based shit. Cause that uh I ain't never agree with it. I had went 5 years without eating meat.
Hmm.
I never tried the plant based. Cause I felt like something wrong with it. With that Pluto on the field, you can feel you can you you know. Uh
Hmm.
yeah. That about it, fam.
Hmm.
Appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, thank you for holding out for me with me as well, because I was trying, man. I was trying to get here on time.
Oh, you good? You good? Yes, sir.
But yeah, before we head out, anybody got any questions before we head out? Like anything that's you're looking forward to coming up soon, or um, if you got a question on certain parts of the areas of your life, we can do like one more go around before we head out.
Yeah. Your gratitude, fam. Anytime.
But if not, then definitely we'll see y'all on the next go around for sure.
Yeah.
I, my nigga Uno cooking on that word.
Oh yeah, you too, fam. You got this. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. Don't forget about energy healing. You know what I'm saying? Try to look at quantum healing instead of Reiki. Quantum healing and uh, binary codes and shit like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now, quantum Reiki now.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
that what's up. All right, that's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna holler at y'all on the next live. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do that. Try to do that every Thursday until we start the astrology research. What it called?
I didn't even know my mic was muted. But yeah, but yeah, the next one of the other on the resurgence part of it, yeah.
Okay, the resurgence. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's that villains art. It'll be
Yep.
real interesting, people. Real interesting.
So there's gonna be new information that probably some people never heard before. Very interesting.
For real. All
Yep.
right, y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'll get with y'all next time.
All right. Peace.